Welcome to Super Chats. I'm Nick.
I'm Cameron.
I'm Carlos.
And this week, we had a few different Hololive anniversaries. We got a taste of the Hoshimatic Project, and Calli made food for Kobo.
All this and more here at home.
Let's get a taste. Was that dorky and out of place and awkward like me?
No, it was comfy.
Yeah. Also like me.
I'm really tired this week.
Stop that shit right now.
No, now you're tired too. Join us, Carlos.
No.
Carlos, if you get tired, we can move the podcast to bed.
Impressive.
Carlos has no choice. If he becomes tired, everyone perishes.
That's true.
The secret is I'm always tired.
That's my secret, Cap.
Should we start off?
We have two choices. We can either start or not. There's a live poll running right now. While we wait on the results, let's go ahead and get started.
I like that thought. That's a good thought. Start with one of everybody here's favorite moments of the week, which was Hoshimarine's 4th anniversary stream. Now, normally we'd save these things for the stream recap, but the biggest news this week is the fact that, 3 anniversary streams happened. So there was like 3 completely free 3D concerts all in a week.
And I found out that there were 3 of them literally last night as I was supposed to be wrapping things up. And instead I watched all 3 of them.
You're a good man. You're a strong man, and we respect you.
Yeah, bro. They need to
I want to...
is this us? Did we fail?
Oh, yeah, certainly. But also... I would like to point out and break the fourth wall just a little bit. There's 6 pages of notes on these fucking concerts from Carlos. There's a lot going on here, but
the biggest chunk of it is just who she collabed with, sung with.
Yeah,
well, that's what everybody tunes in for, right?
That's normal details.
You tune in for the Marine, you stay for the collabs.
I just love putting down who shows up because it's always interesting.
Yeah, it's
seeing
like a who's
there.
who.
If we were more drama focused, we'd be like, "Oh, did you see who she didn't invite?"
Drama focused. Oh boy, that's what I want. VTuber drama.
Awfully strange that we didn't see Watame at this concert. Do you guys think they're fighting now?
Watame is usually quite cozy, willing to come to any sort of whatsoever collaboration, and yet she's discluded. The only conclusion here is theft, murder.
I agree.
Murder, theft.
Oh my god.
I hear they're not besties anymore.
I heard Watame died.
Stop that.
And now she's been replaced by a clone. Clone Tommy.
Oh, like the guy from the Beatles.
Yeah, the Beatles. What was his name?
George Carlin.
Pringles. Pringles the Bingles.
Pringles the Bengals from the Beatles.
His hit song, It's Okay to Leave a Dog in a Hot Car.
I have an idea. Let's talk about the concert.
Yeah. We can't keep talking about my Beatles OC. That's a shame.
No, let's
4.
We're going to leave the OCs by the wayside just for a little bit, and we're going to talk about VTubers.
4 beautiful years of Marine.
Yes. Each one hornier than the last.
I don't know how she does it. She just gets hornier and sadder.
This time, I hear that she spent some quality time with a certain shark, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
We'll get there.
This was like a full hour length concert, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, start to finish, you got 60 minutes, go. You start off, and first thing you notice is the aspect ratio, right? It's not 16:9. This is pre-widescreen is what this is. We've got ourselves a 4:3 aspect ratio.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be just a little quick gimmick thing because I have the player in theater mode just all the time on YouTube. And because they started off with a little old school animation. It's oh, that's kind of neat. And after the concert had played for just a little bit, wait, I exited theater mode. It's oh, the whole stream is like this.
Hell yeah, it is. That's very much a Marine specialty. She's done this in the past with other events that she's done. She's very big on, I believe the term is Showa era, which is 80s, 90s. I mean, early 90s kind of stuff usually is where it places in my mind. A lot of city pop aesthetic, a A lot of grainy VHS style things. If you're old like me, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Flubber.
Yeah, Flubber. Norbit.
And that's how the whole stream went. The whole stream was in this format with this look and this audio.
The whole stream was like Flubber.
If you've ever seen the original Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, the popular. No.
For some reason, 90s movies like Jurassic Park is it for me.
It was kind of a big tent pole.
It was, yeah.
We're scaring people who weren't born then.
All right, let's get back to modern events then. Of course, she sang Plastic Love because it is the city
Oh
pop
my God,
song.
yeah.
You can't get away from it at all. She sang it with Shion, which is always a good get. Shion's a classic early Hololive JP member. She always seems to fly a little under the radar. Like, maybe that's just because we're Western fans. I don't see her as much. But
Yeah. It's because we're Western fans.
100%. Yeah, she's
That's
very
the whole
popular.
thing.
Sad. Someday I'll learn Japanese.
Konnichiwa.
Who else was there, Carlos? Looks like we got quite a few people. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. This was a full concert with lots of people. Like, Ozuki was there, Kanata, Bae.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was really neat.
2 redheads.
I like the rat.
She was there for the English.
That's what she does best, right? Except for it isn't.
Wow, slander.
Yes.
Rat slander.
Rander.
I knew you'd do it. I knew you'd go in.
Aqua and Kobo also made appearances. And then there was a big group song with Bakura, Flair, and Noel. The entire generation.
How
all
are there
together
so
again.
many fucking people here?
It's a lot of good folks. Oh, and then, of course, Goobs Gabs was there as well.
Gabagoober.
It's true.
She was kind of like the main event.
Yeah.
Like, the duo. with the
Shigure
two
tends
of
to be
them.
the main event.
Yeah.
So,
Popular of every audience. Interesting.
it's true.
She was there for 2 songs.
Yeah, Stay With Me, which they have a cover of together already, which is fantastic. I don't know if it was a karaoke cover or if it was an actual produced one. I don't remember right now, but I know they've done this before. So, not the first time these two have been together for this. And they also released a new original song, Shinkiro.
Shinkiro. It's very good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Should we just jump right into the music video then? Or do we want to
Yeah.
finish out the concert first? What do you think?
Concert's almost done, so might as well just swing through it.
Gotcha.
Just mention the merch real quick,
Yeah.
and we can
wait.
get onto the animation.
There was another group song with Mio and Fubuki, though, and that's always great.
Yeah, Mio and Fubuki. So about this stream too. Mio and Fubuki were like traditional
MCs?
MCs for it.
Yeah,
You would
they've done
hear-
this before.
You'd hear them talking in the
bit.
back.
Fubuki does.
Are
love
we sure
MC.
this wasn't a rebroadcast of a different stream? Because they've done this exact fucking thing before.
I think they just like the bit.
I think that was the 3rd anniversary stream was basically the same entire concept.
Probably.
Because I've seen them like Fubuki, it cuts to Fubuki and she's just like, this was a good song. And then, and with her MC voice,
Now let's talk about that merch.
glorious merch.
Ladies and gentlemen, you too can be the proud owner of the 4th anniversary Marine set featuring the big towel, a tote bag featuring a kind of like pirate cocktail design, smartphone grip, because that's what I want to do. Grip Marine when I grab my phone.
Who doesn't?
Roar. Hosho Barine plushie. Do you see what they did there?
It's Hosho Marine's face stapled to a teddy bear.
You'll also receive a postcard and a bonus voice pack. Who knows what the details of the scenario is? Which, by the way, this is a good time to mention. Hololive says for voice stuff, they're going to eventually start giving previews, so you can at least click play for a minute.
Oh, that's cool.
That's actually
Right.
a really good idea.
Yeah, because like I need an idea before I get this. 'Cause, like,
That's one thing that I would never even consider buying voice packs. But if I got a preview of what it is, that's an incentive for sure.
Yeah. It's always, there's been about 1,000 shows people have told me to watch, but if you send me one cool scene from a show, I'll watch the whole fucking thing.
it's the weirdest thing because it's like literally my best experience of getting people to watch shows. There's 2 worlds. So like when I go, this show's really cool. I like this about it. Do you want me to tell you more? It's like, nah, don't spoil it. I might see it. And then the world like, I'm not interested. Spoil it for me. I spoil it for them. Can we watch it?
There you go.
It's like, okay, sure.
I am the 3rd person where I'm just like, I don't know, like, don't spoil it. I'm going to watch it. But then I see a clip that spoils something major and I'm like, Well, now I have to watch all of it all at once.
I got
'Cause that
hurry
was
before the
cool.
rest gets spoiled.
There was a limited edition set of the merch as well, which came with an actual autograph. Of course, that's sold out by
Yeah.
now. But you can still buy the regular set. Comes with a duplicate foil stamped autograph and message. And then on for the preview of the message, it says, "Please look forward to a special message from Hoshimatic."
I just appreciate that Barrine looks kind of sad,
Yeah, like
dissatisfied with the setup.
I think it's supposed to be Marine in like a bear outfit.
Yeah.
But it literally looks like somebody stapled her face to a bear.
I thought this was like, when I first saw the image, I thought it was unfinished.
Well, that. See,
I think it's a rough estimation,
Yeah.
is what this is.
Carlos coming to bat for Barrine.
see that's one of the things that my biggest complaint about their actual merch store is they never have actual prototypes ready for any of this stuff. So it's always just concept art.
Yeah.
And like especially with like the tote bags, they look
Fine.
okay.
Yeah.
And it's just
I mean, it's a tote bag. You know, it's
Yeah.
going to be that not quite plastic fabric.
Yeah,
You
like
know.
it's polyester. It's the Fallout 76 Deluxe Edition.
Yeah.
but these concept arts do nothing for me for any of this merch. It's neat that it's like, oh, this is kind of what it maybe looks like a little. But if they had at least some sort of, at least something more realistic looking.
Yeah.
I get you there.
That's the thing, is you don't really get a preview until Yago puts it on, and we don't have that anymore either. So
Easy gone. I wasn't even trying that hard.
I could tell. All right, is there anything else we want to talk about? Perhaps the music video now? I like the music video a lot.
The music video is like, you get a reminder that, one, Marine pays for her own music videos. Two, Marine has a lot of money.
Yeah, she's definitely threw it into this because this is a wonderfully fully animated 5-minute music video.
I think
Gorgeous.
I think the joke that I saw was we don't have to wait for the Hololive anime to come out because Marine is making it herself.
Bit by bit, yeah. I will say that she did save some money because it's a thinner image. It's 4:3 again instead of 16:9. So she did save some money there, which is that's just thinking. That's smart. Play
Yeah, but
into the
good
theme
God,
and
like-
save some money.
Whoever's like lead animator on this, the line work's like impeccable.
It's really quality.
It doesn't look retro. It looks modern retro. Like, you know how a lot of modern anime that spins back around to try to get the retro look, it's through rose tinted glasses. So they're working extra hard because back then there was like insane budget saving because anime cells were fucking miserable to work with.
Yeah.
There's all right. Let me tell you about my favorite example of like animation costs money. Oh no. Which is, there's a scene in Robotech, if you've ever watched it. It's in like episode 12, and there's a character in his mech, and the mech is walking down a dark hallway, and there's a frame of the mech, and then a frame of the mech 15 feet further down the hallway, and then another one, and then that's it. You got 3 fucking frames. You just hear like the movement noises, just as it like pops from place to place. And I was like, oh man,
That's classic. I've seen that in a lot of anime, honestly.
that is some good quality. Like, we've got a week to put this out. Let's make it like animation right there.
So
This is like, we've got 8 months. Let's make it right.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
the song is baller. The animation is superb. I'm going to check in later to see if I can see credits for the actual animation because they're in Japanese, so I can't tell right away.
yeah, that
but-
is.
Just a reminder that Marine is a woman who gets down very bad because she spent a lot of money to make a music video that essentially just says, I like Gura.
Yeah.
This is the biggest super chat Gura has ever received.
Gura and I are in love, and we share a life together. We're opening a small B&B in upstate Vermont. Like, that is what this music video is.
I spent a lot of money for a 5-minute motion picture quality animation and production of an entire song. I tried to say this politely. I'm going to be more blunt now. We fuck.
Yeah. There's a scene where they wake up in bed together. And just,
The implications are powerful.
it's true.
Are you a fan of subtext?
And there was also the little mini scene where Gura changes to red Gura real quick.
Yeah.
And you just see like a shark just eat Marine.
Yeah. Classic.
Woman.
Sips coffee. There it is. Out of the dad mug even.
Calliope Mori's #1 dad mug. No longer available. You missed your chance. That's the nature of the beast.
Yeah. But if you'd like to buy one, I'm going to sell Cameron's when he's not looking. So check out eBay later.
Not if I can help it.
He can't.
You better go quick, because I will bring that down, and I will come down with the might of Thor. I don't believe in Thor.
That's unfortunate.
Be
because
weird
he
if he
believes
did.
in you.
Dad? And then Thor goes, no. It's like, I was just kind of hoping. You shoot your shot. Dad, no.
Gets struck by lightning.
On to the next one. So yeah, watch.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. If you're watching us, you've already watched it, and that's great because it already has 1 million views after like a day.
We are the vultures pecking at the carrion of weeb trash.
Yeah.
It was like roughly.
That's an optimistic viewpoint for us. Thank you for sharing that, Cameron. Jeez, it's not like we're trash dazed. Oh, get fucked.
Reply to us. Reply to our emails. Come on the show.
That joke was not good, and I'm sorry for making it. Also, I love you guys. You're the best. Bye. Who's your favorite trash taste?
Leonard.
Oh, dude, Lenny's like underrated. Don't get me wrong, but also like a quality person.
Like they're just talking, just like, yeah, I agree with you there. And out of nowhere, Leonard's hand appears like,
We do over here is very good.
it's like, no, Leonard.
Back under the table with you. Shout out to everybody whose immediate thought was Maylin.
What? Okay.
She's one of the producers over there.
Oh.
She shows up and like makes them cook food and stuff. It's pretty great. Yells at them when they don't appreciate food correctly.
Let's never hire a producer.
Oh, well, I have bad news. Welcome, Leonard.
I love being here. I'm only subscribed to High Dive. It has everything I need.
Back under the table, Leonard.
Leonard back. Ah, damn it. We did the original character bit. Bingo card.
Nope, there you go.
So we say anywhere on this?
Just before we continue, make sure Leonard gets a bucket of fish heads. That's the important thing.
Leonard loves those fish heads. He likes to pop the eyes himself.
Oh, who doesn't?
Moving on.
Moving on to Momo Susan Nene's 3D Live
Fucking love Nene.
concert. It's what, 3rd anniversary?
Yeah.
3rd anniversary for Momo Susan.
That's how long we've been married?
That's how long we've been married to Nene. Husband number 6969420 over here. I had to fight for that. You would not believe the violence that occurs around the numbers of which person is which Nene husband. There is no number 1, by the way. It's a lie if you think there's number 1. If there's actually a number 1, let us know in the comments.
It's probably one of her Beatles.
It could be, actually.
God, I get that so much.
Husband number 1 is one of the Beatles that she keeps. Anyways, this one was actually live, not pre-recorded. Very, very fun.
Oh my God.
Very wacky, very off the wall. So this was another like hour-long special.
Yeah, it was a little over an hour.
That's good.
'Cause, yeah, you could actually hear like the shuffling and everything of people moving around the studio like occasionally.
I would
That's
give
great.
anything to hear a full-grown Japanese man just utter shit. Just
Quietly under his breath as he like stumbles over a light.
yeah. Damn it. It should just be really obvious. Made an Arby's pun. It should just be really obvious, like they're moving stuff around out here. You just hear, oh shit. It's like, is that Moist Critical?
This is so cringe.
Oh, what do I do with this shit?
All right, let's not get bogged down in critical impersonations
We're having so much fun.
for like the 5th time.
Why do you subscribe to Super Chats? Leave a comment down below. Do you like the Lola Mauser news? Or
You like to laugh with us or at us?
do you not watch? Leave a comment.
That's sure, why not? Thank you for the 5-star reviews. All right. So, Carlos, I'll be honest, I didn't watch this.
I learned it happened right now.
I'm a bad husbando.
Well, see, the thing about this was I opened up Marines and was in the middle of watching this, and then I saw in like the side recommended, it's like, oh wait, Nene had one. It's like, hold on, did anybody else have one? And then I Googled it. It's like Polka had hers 3 days ago too.
And I saw little polkas. You're not alone.
Just like that song from Sauna. Anyways. I'll never let go. All right, so it's a good mix. She had some dancing, she had some singing. Lots of cute outfits, as you would expect. It is a Hololive production. It's going to be quality stuff.
Kawaii.
So yeah, anything in particular special, wonderful that you want to pick out about this before we just go through who all the people she sang with?
See, Marines was like a high quality, like really good themed, like
The best VHS rip you've ever seen.
Yes.
Basically.
And this one was just Nene having a good time.
I love that.
I think that's
for
all
her.
she's capable of.
That
is a
is
good
like
time.
that's it. She's here for the party.
Yeah, she had a great time, just especially towards the end when they got their group together and they were just kind of talking a little bit and playing around. And one of the more interesting parts that I heard happened during this was I don't know how I came across this actually, but they did a raffle somewhere like a week or two before this stream was going to happen. And during her very first song, she pulls out this cannon looking thing and starts firing these like colored balls into the audience. And it turns out that the raffle that they had was actually to win a little gift. And her firing off these balls into the audience was like the trigger to where emails got sent out to who won something.
That's really cool. I love that.
These showed up and people were like getting like signed
Little plastic
balls from her.
Oh, that's really cute.
Still better than faxing.
More efficient. All right, so it looks like she sang the Licorice Recoil ED quality.
Oh, that was good.
Make season 2. I'm so ready for it, please. Love that show.
LaCroix Rebumble.
Yes. LaCroix Rebumble. She did a duo with Pecora. Wonderful. Awesome. Fantastic. I love it. There was a group song with Kayori, Fauna, and Lami where they sang the Hayori Nyaruko-san OP.
I love
What
that.
in the fuck? This is like the deepest cut I've heard in forever.
I've never seen that show, but I've
Oh
played,
my God,
I've
it's-
listened to the opening a million times.
I watched at least half of that show when it was coming out back in the day, and that was like 2008 or something. 2009, actually, according to Wikipedia.
The free encyclopedia.
As one of the shows, it's been in the back of my mind for 10 years, and I've never watched
It's
it.
time to start. We're gonna finish it, you and me. There's also a group song with Noel and Kanata. Wonderful. A duo with Kanata. A duo with Toa. Fantastic. I'm here for it. A group song, Hyper Jumpin' with Polka, Lami, and Botan. So that's the generation that they did right there, right? Fantastic. A Yukata group song with Polka, Lami, and Botan. So they got 2.
Yeah.
Impressive. All right. And then she has a new original song. Tell me about the new original song, Carlos.
It's about her Beatles.
Good.
Bug song.
It was really cute. I liked it a lot.
I'm also here for her Beatles. They're wonderful. Oh, I'm watching this later. I opened up the link and it's automatically adorable. This is like super, super cute animation in a different way entirely. So yes, I'm here for that as well. And then she sang Popey Po. And boy,
Yeah.
Po po po.
Popey Po, the Hatsune Miku song.
Oh, is that the
Popey Po,
fucking?
po, po, po.
Oh my god.
One of the old.
Another-
Sayusu.
Another deep cut right there. A wonderful one. All right. Is there anything else from the concert you want to talk about? Aside from the merch?
No, it was good. I liked it a lot.
Oh my god, you can get a Nene Hoppy. All right, so we're on to the merch. We've got a few items here. We've got a Neko plushie, which is the version 2023, the carrot, and also version 2023, the Daikon. Those are her little mascots that are on her stream from time to time. One is a smiling carrot, one's a smiling Daikon, which is a Japanese radish, for those of you that don't know that. Now you know. You got a special voice pack, and there is, as I mentioned, a Nene is my fave hoppy, which is a coat. It's one of those overcoat things that you see all the enthusiasts wearing. I saw a man in a Kiara one at Otakon. I took his picture. With his consent. Hi, that's your elbow, sorry.
Did you consent?
Yes, I asked him, and he consented. I was like, yes, take my picture. And I was like, yeah, you're the best. Thanks, bud.
If you order the complete set of this, you get an additional voice pack.
Double voice packed up on a motherfucking Tuesday. And as a bonus, if you buy the complete set, you get a Polaroid style bromide card
What's
as
the
well.
scenario? What's she voicing? Oh, situation voice pack. A friendly call.
Mosh mosh, Nene desu.
It's me, Goku. It's me, Goku.
Oh God.
I wish the voice packs were a little more shitposty.
I'm sure some of them are.
No, I've checked. They're all very serious.
That's sad then. So yes, if you're a fan of your new wife Nene, please check out her merchandise and her concert that she did, which is a free concert. It's a free Hololive quality concert available now on YouTube.
I bet Haachama has some weird voice packs.
Oh God,
Why'd you say that?
I'm so glad Haachama's back. She's so fucking great, dude. She's just out here putting in work, doing what needs done. You know who else has been doing what needs done? Our third and, I promise for right now, final 3D concert of the week. Polka did a 3rd anniversary live as well. It was a 3D live, of course. She sang, she danced, she jumped around, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys both watched at least some of this, right?
Yeah.
Take it away, boys.
I love her.
She's hype all the time, and I love it.
She is in fucking sane.
That's why she's wonderful.
Indeed. I relate to her because she's always being like such an extra comedian, and I'm such a hyper cool guy too. So cool.
Hype.
Hype. Yeah, I'm very hype.
No, hi.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
See.
Komeno Sai. Yeah. It's good. It's also on top of that, she's really good at singing.
Yeah.
Like
She
wow.
does have a hell of a voice on her.
Why is it so good? She's got grit
Dude,
to
when she like drops into the lower register,
Yeah.
it's like
Yes.
getting hit with a brick in the chest. It's so good.
Why is this quirked up lady got growl?
I don't know, but she's really good. Again, my favorite cover from her has always been Loser Girl, which is a really good song that she covered. So
Based on the notes I'm reading, neither me nor Carlos had subtitles.
Oh no.
it's par for the course on that one, bud.
Dude, I'd kill for these concerts. Like you pre-plan them. Give us something.
This
Save me.
This one genuinely needed it because
Yeah.
while the other 2 concerts had some talking sequences too, I feel like Polka's in particular were actually important to the stream to like know what was going on because there was regular talking sequences between all of the songs. I'm like, I don't know what they're saying, and I really wish I did.
Polka announces her battle against humanity.
I think she already did that once. Nothing new. No new territory tread.
I mean, there's Japanese subtitles during some of the songs, so that's great.
Yeah.
And that is, now did you actually turn on the YouTube subtitles and check?
Before I checked, let's check now. Auto-generate it.
Oh, Sag.
I was not in the mood for attempting to get through an entire stream of that
Yeah.
last night.
Now, to be fair, I always view English subtitles as a generous and kind additional thing that they can do, personally. That being said, that's why Watame is one of the GOATs, because she does it as often as she can, and every time she posts a video, if it doesn't have English subtitles, she immediately goes to Reddit for some reason and apologizes. And I believe that all comes back to how she was introduced to the Western sphere of the internet by Coco at the time. So, as just like...
I think a good way to put it is like, imagine we keep doing this for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We wake up like 2 years from now, let's say, somehow we keep doing it.
God forbid.
And we just have like a weird amount of subscribers and we don't know what's going on. And one day
69,420, yes.
one day we get sent a video and it's like exclusively in Greek. And it's just a lot of like Greek, like buff Greek dudes going, super chats. It's like, and the top comment you read is like broken English from a Greek man typing out, I just wish they did more Greek subtitles. It's like, okay, we're sorry. You guys have been roughing it that long? Jeez.
I do like the fact that like, so we don't have a lot of analytics because frankly, there's not a lot of people watching, and that's
Yeah,
fine. We're
there's
happy.
a good amount.
We're happy with everyone who does watch.
We
Thank you
have
very
deeply
much.
exceeded my expectations.
But like the first subscription I think we ever got was someone in India.
Yeah, that
I
guy.
was just like, All right.
That
I see you, India.
based. That's awesome. Why'd you find us? Thanks for sticking with it. That's cool.
Hell yeah. It's like one of those things where I'm just like, every once in a while, like Indonesia even makes sense because we talk about
Yeah,
Holland,
like
Indonesia,
we're covering some of the ladies.
Yeah, exactly. So like I see like one or two Indonesian like folks in there. I'm just like, hell yeah. But like they also like Risu. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the concert.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
There's talking segments. It's like, yep. She's cooking. I can tell. Oh gosh.
She starts running through voices, I'm sure.
I skipped around to see if I recognized any songs I didn't.
I think this is the first concert out of all of them where I recognized not a single song.
Yeah, so I just went, yeah, she's really good.
I didn't
That's really good.
recognize them, and I don't think a single one of them had an English title either. So,
No.
well, maybe like one of them.
There you go.
So we had her jamming with Fubuki, the Fox girls, back together at last. Carlos noted that Fubuki is ridiculously cute.
Yeah, and the sky is blue too. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I
They-
like Fubuki a lot.
They sung like a duo song, and Fubuki sung like the cute side of it. So,
Oh, that was her job.
That's what she's here for.
I always like Polka's like whole circus get up. I like being in her clownery
That's good. That's good.
because I too am a clown.
I like that she did a duo with Louis because Louis makes me happy.
She's real good.
Yeah, I like Louis a lot. She also did a duo with Marine. Marine out here making concerts, helping with others, making her own. She did a group song with Aki and Mel. And then in parentheses, the sexy swimsuit dancing segment.
Because
that
she gets out the sexy swimsuit.
that's
dancing.
what it was.
yeah.
You can't deny it. That was
That was it.
That's what they were there for.
Hey,
This is Bartholomew Polka, the discoverer of Polka.
thank you. Strong German name.
Yeah.
Bartholomew.
There is a part in this fucking thing where it's just like zooming out on George Washington golden statue, and it's like, who is this gent? And Polka's probably trying to tell us, though.
It's not her fault that she doesn't speak English.
And then there's where they're saying, wow. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, you bring the well-endowed blondes on, you do swimsuit dancing. It's fine, I get it.
Yeah.
That's what Aki and Mel are great for. That and, just being cool in general. Then she did a group song with Nene and Bakura, a duo with Chloe, also another good, strong choice there. And there you go.
Thank God I had to fucking swing back around and make sure you wrote about it. There's a part where we get to the rock songs, and there's just little versions of her mascots hovering in the air with huge jacked arms playing guitar.
Strangely, like, animated too.
Yeah. Look at them go.
Amazing. I don't know how to describe what I'm witnessing right now.
They paid millions of dollars to make this happen.
She's using like all 8,000 cameras in the new studio to record this, I guarantee. She's bopping along, air guitaring with the fucking horrifying creatures.
Why is it exclusively slapping the bass?
Slapping the bass.
Doop, 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 doop. Unfortunately, however, though, no merch.
No, because I believe I think Nene and Polka's anniversaries were technically like 2 months ago. This was just streams for it. So Polka's merch is actually, you already can't order it. Like the ordering period is already passed.
Unfortunately, Polka has expired.
No.
Don't worry, a new one's in the mail.
All right. I guess that'll do.
Don't worry though, there's always Polka voices you can buy. Like you can buy her starting voice pack, which includes self-introduction, good morning voice, good night voice, notification voice, unique short voice.
I can make my notifications polka.
Or you can buy her 30-minute long child friend pack. I meant to say childhood friend. but-
I'm really off put by the idea
Are you
of
not-
child friend polka. It's
just
like I'm
nothing
working and I'm
changed.
building a deck and there's like a fucking 8-year-old polka next to me asking me questions the whole time and I'm like, yep, swinging a hammer. Like,
Hey, mister, can I have your nails?
nope,
Hey, mister, can I have one of your nails?
nope,
Two.
nope.
Okay. Hey, mister, can I have the cup you put the nails in?
No.
I was hoping you'd forget one of the nails when you gave me the cup. Okay, I'm going to go eat cotton candy.
All right.
What's your favorite flavor of cotton candy?
Where are your parents?
Got God, I've had that happen before when the children I'm legally allowed to speak with, they do like, I'm going to leave now. It's like, okay, cool. It's like follow-up question before I leave. It's like vital how you answer.
You get one foot out the door and they're like, but wait a minute, the cotton candy.
It's like, do you think Zelda's cool? He asked. I'm like, uh-huh. It's like, okay, I'm going to go now. It's like, all right, gotcha. Do you have Minecraft? It's like, okay.
All right, I'm going to go out to the living room. Okay, bye. Do you like Power Rangers?
Oh, God.
Power Rangers still exist? Yeah, do you like them?
Yeah,
I guess.
I think they're dumb. My friends like them. I like them too.
Kids.
I'm glad I grew up to think kids are still cool, because when I was a kid, I was like so scared. I was cringe. Like from day zero. I swung sticks around the yard and said, I'm Sora from Kingdom Hearts. And I went, am I stupid?
You have always been a lot more reflective than me. I swung around sticks in the in the yard and pretended I was a soldier or a pirate or whatever, and then I just continued.
Oh, there was hours where I was good, but there's always those moments of self-reflection.
Oh, I never had that.
When I was 7,
Not as a kid. I grew into that in like teenager moody period, but I never had that as a child.
when I was 7, I told my mom she should hold back on buying gifts because she gets me too much.
What the fuck are you?
I don't know.
That's
ashamed of my existence.
You need to start working on that one, bud.
I was born without my consent.
We all were. You're not fucking special. Get over it.
You know what you can consent to, Toe? Buying Polka merch.
That's true, and you ought to. She's great. All right.
Yeah.
Now there's no more big news, nothing controversial or upsetting, unless you include the forced doxing of all Chinese VTubers.
Yeah. Welcome back to our favorite segment. The dystopia is real and it's happening now.
Yeah, this is frankly upsetting and confusing and just weird in general. But there's some new laws that have gone into effect in China. And basically, if you are distributing content in China as a VTuber, if you're streaming, creating video, whatever, after you hit 500,000 subscribers on a number of different platforms, I think Bilibili is usually specified.
They're the big one that the Chinese use.
Yeah, that's
Bilibili.
That's the most popular platform in China for this kind of stuff. Once you hit 500,000 subscribers, you have to list your legal name on your profile.
Not even on profile. It has to be like on stream.
Yes.
What
the
fuck?
And like most laws, like pretty much any of these laws, it's not like this is targeted towards VTubers. Mm-hmm. It's more than likely they're targeting like influencers. It just happens that this particular thing affects VTubers far more.
Yeah, this is one of those things where this isn't specific to VTubers, obviously. This is for everyone. Like you said, it's just, boy, this is really fucked up for VTubers who thrive on a certain level of anonymity, and having a separate persona not tied to your real life name is a lot of the name of the game. Granted, you have exceptions. Kson is just herself in real life.
Yeah.
Cinder cosplayed herself like a couple weeks ago at a convention. Like, Giri posts fashion photos all the time of herself. Things like that, obviously. So there's a lot of folks that, they blur the lines. They have their real life personas tied in. But for every one of those, there's a HoloLive where you're legally not allowed to say other members' real names out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's always a thing that we've talked about it a lot in the past. I think the how interesting the anonymity aspect of VTubing is. Mm-hmm. Some people take it very seriously. Some people take it sort of seriously, and it's more of like, why would you ruin the fun if you don't have to kind of thing. And some people don't take it seriously at all, and they inhabit certain corners of the internet. We know where you are. Please stay away from us. No, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with candid, real discussion when it comes to serious issues like this. And at some points, you do have to break the walls. You do have to disregard the rules a little bit, in my opinion, because you're actually having a real conversation, right?
Yeah. And the unfortunate side to this was, in hindsight, for cover, they pulled out of China years ago for various reasons.
A lot of good reasons.
So this is dodging a very big bullet for them. Niji Sanji, on the other hand, has a very large audience in China.
Yes. What's their Chinese branch called? Do you remember?
I don't know. I have no idea.
All right, that's going to upset me because they have a different title for their Chinese branch.
But they have multiple VTubers that do, in fact, break the 500K threshold. So
that's a doxing, is what that is, basically.
Yeah.
Now, they're not forcing them to hand out their addresses, but if you have the person's name and the ability to Google, usually you can start narrowing things down if you're one of those people that for some reason would do that.
I mean, I've literally tracked down a high school friend before. It's like, I have no idea where you live. I typed in my old friend's name. It's like, oh, here's their current address with their parents' names listed here. And that was super creepy. And I'm like, I'm not going to contact you. I don't. That's really weird that I could do this.
100%. It's unsettling in many ways. Personally, again, it's a backstep on human rights, in my opinion. I'm not going to say anything against any group of people here. And by that, I mean the Chinese government. What the fuck? What are you guys doing? I'm sure that this is obviously in their thought pattern, well-intentioned. It's to provide, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not culpability. It's responsibility. It's basically that if you're going to say something, then it gets attributed to who you are as a human, if you have a big enough platform. And that's an entire discussion that's 8 miles deep on how anonymous should you be allowed to be on the internet, obviously.
Here is the amount of anonymity you should be allowed. If this is China, it should probably always be around here.
Yeah, it's fair.
Above that.
It's very unfortunate, but and just off on the side a little bit. I've played Hoyoverse games enough years. I've had my foot in the Chinese internet culture for 5 years now, playing these games. I've seen what, beyond what even Hololive went through, I've seen what can happen on the online Chinese community, and I don't want to go any deeper into it at all. If I could pull my foot out and still play Helioverse games, I would.
There you go. And they walk a fine line themselves. They've had controversies in the past where, if you put out content for the wrong audience and the main audience in China hears about it, then they can get upset and things like that. You've told me about that in the past. I would say, in general, China is a complicated situation when it comes to most things.
Especially if you live there. That's just what it is. Speaking personally of my own opinion, this is a really shitty move. I don't like it. I don't think that's a strange or unusual opinion on this.
I mean, if you want me to speak to what I believe is possible motive, me being quite a downer on China, if we're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Hey, we have this streamer's real name. They said something against the Chinese government that I don't agree with, and I have their full name. I'm going to report what they said, timestamp it to the live stream they just uploaded, and now they can't ride the subway tomorrow because their credit score is too low.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's a means of oppression, in my opinion, and I'm not a fan of that.
All right.
Don't like it.
All right, we're burying that hatchet. Super Chats podcast officially not affiliated with the Chinese government.
Fair enough. The Communist Party, right out.
I guess we're
not
just
associated with us at all.
Yeah, so apologies to our Chinese viewers that like the Chinese government. Hope it works out.
Yeah,
that's no one. There is not a single.
Controversial take. I have problems with almost every government on Earth.
Me too.
Except Hawaii. Their state government's well run. If you're from Hawaii and I'm wrong, let me know, because I probably am.
Liechtenstein's got something good going on.
Yeah.
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 They had
you can rent the whole country.
They had one, I think, police incident where Swiss troops came down. There was nothing wrong, so they played soccer and then went home.
Sounds right to me.
As opposed to your favorite Liechtenstein fix, I guess.
Yeah. Here's the most important takeaway from this: the people you meet on the street are always the better people that you're going to meet in any country. If you're having to deal with government officials, be careful, because you don't want to make anybody mad when you're in their government area. That's the most important thing. But 99% of the time you go around the world, there's going to be desperate people that will render desperate deeds. But for the most part, most people you meet are good. So
it's needless to say the reason our discussion on this topic got heavy, because it is heavy for the people who would want to VTube there. And that is not as good an idea, and it's becoming less and less a good idea. So all the more to that. That's just sad. I hate to hear stuff like this.
It does. It sucks for all of the Chinese VTubers out there that want to maintain any modicum of not having their name plastered on the internet.
Truth.
So, Carlos, any thoughts? Closing thoughts on this one?
I wish them the best.
Me too.
I don't know anything about the Chinese VTubing community. I only know that Ninja Sanji has their foot in the door with that, and this is going to be tough for them.
I won't blame them if they decide to pull out after this.
You know, the first graduation I ever watched was Chinese VTubers. It was the Chinese branch of Hololive. It was like a week after I started watching. They were like, hey, these guys are graduating. And I was like, what does that mean?
Are they going to go to college now? What's going on?
Impressive. I'm proud of them.
What degree did they get?
What's happening? What happened to Sivia? Where's she gone?
No.
She was great. Her fans were called the Dum Dum Knights.
Well, you can watch Momo now and be her dum-dum if you want.
Yay! I like it. We all tread the same water.
Truth. All right. Let's enter some more tame news. This is a little segment I included called Dad, Stop Going to Work. Calliope Mori had previously announced that she would be taking a break from doing streams all by her lonesome. This was phrased as though it was intended to be a break. She said she would, however, still be including herself in group streams, as well as still appearing in concerts and musical projects. This made sense. To me, it sounded like a Suisei approach, where I'm just going to vibe because I'm very busy with what my core stuff is. And as well, Calliope has very publicly spoken before about needing a break. And so far, the past 3 times she had said she needed a break, she had famously backtracked and actually ended up working harder. This time felt different to me. And I truly believed that Calliope Mori was going to take a break and like stream a little less. We might get like a group stream a week or something. As of writing, Calliope Mori has appeared in 4 collaboration streams this week.
She took like 3 or 4 days off.
They are as included. She had streamed with Kobo playing 1-2 Switch and cooking. She was with Ina, Shiori, and Narissa for another famous round of Monopoly. And she had just streamed with Subari to play Mario Wonder. And now, as I wrote this morning, she did her nails with Kiara and Iris.
That's a fun stream. I like that one.
So that went from I am taking a break to I'm going to do streams a lot more frequent out of nowhere.
Yeah. That's...
I get it. Basically, she stopped doing solo streams to make all these group streams she had planned make sense. This isn't a break. This is a compromise. This is survival.
Dad's going to be out for a little while, but it'll be okay, bud. We'll still see each other on weekends. Dad shows up on Monday.
Dad.
But we'll talk a little more in depth about it later. But during the Monopoly stream, she specifically said, doing like group collab streams is recharging my battery.
Yeah.
It's like, this is just me chilling out and having a good time.
And I think you have me on record literally saying as much. She comes to life in group collabs. Calli's an excellent collaborator.
Dude,
I like her solo streams too, but the last like 3 went to dark places.
You got to recharge and hang out with people. It's just how it is. Usually, it's fine to be a loner, don't get me wrong, but like you got to be around people at some point. That's just how it is. And like even if you're an introvert, like even if you're not at a party with someone because that's not the kind of thing you do, like finding someone that, you know, also like complements your personality and enjoys the same interests as you and just spending time with them is a different recharging, you know?
I wish I could find someone like that.
Someday you might.
It's just so hard.
Maybe even 2. Maybe you'll start a podcast with them.
Yeah, we talk about Stuart Little.
That's understandable. What happened to Good Burger? We were going to talk about Good Burger.
Stuart's another topic we can go over.
Oh, that's fair.
Stuart Little's
Why limit? Why limit?
Stuart Little's just way too many moral quandaries. Like, he went to a human orphanage and got chosen over humans.
It's going to cost a lot less to feed him.
What if Stuart
an
gets
actual human child?
What if Stuart gets hurt? Does he have to go to a hospital for humans because he's been adopted by humans?
He has human speech, so probably depends if he needs a speech pathologist. I guess then.
Yeah. God, I hate Stuart Little. But you know what ride I do like? Bay.
Oh,
An impromptu, unarchived endurance stream until she reached boobs subs.
yes, 8000085 subs.
Big boobs.
Yes, significant booba. It was a karaoke endurance stream too.
Yeah.
She
Bay,
did the singing.
Bay does sing. Well, congratulations, Bay, on your boobs.
Congratulations, Bay. I'll be sending this clip of Cameron saying that to you, Bay.
It's been a while since we talked, Bay.
It's so weird that you can say that legitimately.
It felt weirder when I said it. Don't perceive me.
I say that, but like I've been known to haunt Aura's streams, so whatever. And a few others, frankly. But
You haunted Aura's stream long enough that she actually knows who you are now.
Yeah, you're somebody now.
great.
You're a friend.
Don't get me wrong. It's fun to talk to Aura. She's a great personality, and I enjoy her streams immensely.
It's a funny friendship
It's
until you get woken up 6 a.m. British time. It's like, Super Chat's podcast. I'm having some trouble. My RAM.
I don't even care. I'd be like, yeah, let's.
Okay.
I'm on call anyways. It's fine. Let's go.
I know I can't remote onto it. Just yeah, I know.
Just install TeamViewer. Come on.
We won't tell Opera if you don't.
Yeah. Oh my god. There would be something special about being the VTuber IT guy, right? You'd have to learn so many specialized softwares.
And specialized people.
Exactly. Like, sorry, I can't help you because I'm helping someone from Hololive and the contract dictates.
Yeah.
Like, just call me in a week.
I have to subcontract.
Go talk to Cameron.
Yeah.
He'll help you out.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I can have you.
You know what's great?
What?
Mead. It's a honey wine.
Oh, I love meat so much.
Dude, it's so delicious.
I get fucking destroyed on meat.
Dude, mead's great.
Raid a couple villages.
You know what's a very particularly great mead is the one made by Takane Louie, apparently.
What?
I'm pretty sure it's not made by her. I'm pretty sure she put her name on it.
Bare hands.
There's probably a tasting and selection process, don't get me wrong. There usually is with these things. Everyone has to sign off.
Yeah, I'm sure Pecora isn't out there making her own plum wine either.
Truth. Ooh, I might have a lead on how to get some, by the way. I have to go back to Japan.
I was actually Googling that today. You can technically buy it online, but it's like super inflated.
Yeah.
I appreciate that I looked this up and I found on the official Mead Reddit.
No way.
Yeah, we have a new home.
Reddit meadery. r/mead.
What made you guys choose mead over wines or beer, etc.? What are the
I didn't just want to be a hipster. I wanted to be a medieval hipster.
what are the meatheads doing? Yeah, mead memes.
Oh my god. I love this fucking world. Everybody gets their own goddamn subculture with memes in it.
So, have you two actually had mead
Yeah,
before?
it's great.
Yeah, it's delicious. Have you ever had it?
I don't drink, so
Oh, okay. I'll take
good.
you. I'll take you to the place that made the good mead sometime.
I have one. A couple of my friends have tried mead before, and they didn't really like it.
Oh, they got the bad mead.
You need
then.
better friends.
You need good mead and better friends. Yes.
Oh my god, what's the top all-time post on the Mead Reddit?
We're in a rabbit hole now.
Deal with it. You know what's up. I have ADHD. Me proudly enjoying my first batch of mead, even though it tastes like rocket fuel.
You've all been down that road, right?
Yeah.
Yeast in the Viking days. Yeast today.
Some honey dropped in this puddle, so I'll get to work. Are you sure you star santed?
Dude, if that's a big thing. If you don't fucking sanitize your car, boys, you're gonna get fucked up results.
Billions of yeast cells at pitching. Too much temperature difference. We die. One yeast cell in a sterile filtered bottle. I will blow up this preserved prison. Okay, I'm out. That was
Every time.
That was a fantastic rabbit hole. And they nominated Takane Louis Mead in the International Mead competition.
Yes, there were over 400, or there were around 450 entries, I suppose. And first place in the experimental mead semi-category has gone to Takane Louis, stamped her name non-mead.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, endorsed mead, whatever you want to call it. Her collaborative mead.
I bet she's not even subscribed to the Mead subreddit.
Fucking mead casual.
Virgin Meadhead.
Chad Mead Louis.
Oh my god, I love this show.
But she also got first place in the Best of Show Mead, top award you can get. Congratulations. That's
genuinely
fucking amazing.
awesome. I want some so fucking bad.
Yes, congratulations not just to Louis, but also to the fine folks that helped her bring this to fruition.
To all my fellow Meadheads, let me know if you get some.
We're going to get meated up.
Oh god, this is tickling me the right way. Let's continue.
All right. We'll continue on with the Hoshimatic Project, who has had their first dance practice stream.
Oh my god, Suise.
Yes,
Bingo cards game more full.
that's how it goes. We got a clothing reveal to start us off with. We got the first half of the Hoshimatic Project to begin with. Now, the first group was Sora, Aki, Nene, Matsuri, and Kayori. And there are subtle variations, as you might notice, in each of their outfits. There's a different color of logo on the pants and the shirts. Their shirts are, this is like a traditional style, like dancing shirt, right?
Yes.
It's like, I don't know, there's definitely a name for it somewhere. But it's kind of one that doesn't have like a lower hem, it just kind of hangs down above the navel. But they each have a different colored logo on the shirt and on the pants. The pants can be different lengths depending on which ones they selected. They all got to customize their outfits basically, so they can have long pants. Some of them have shorts, and then that's the major differences. They also have along the bottom of each shirt has their name, and then down the sleeve has their name, or down the sleeve has the Hololive name. That's the biggest differences. The fun one to point out is that the only one with a covered tummy is Suise. She was the only one who was shy about her tum-tum.
She's classy.
She is.
From what I heard, it wasn't necessarily that. It was kind of like a situation that happened in the past where everybody got to pick their own setup individually, and it was just pure coincidence that Suise was the only one that picked the one that covered her stomach.
Yes. So she basically has like an undershirt that goes from the top to the bottom. She's wearing shorts though, so she's showing the legs. But yeah, and they're all wearing, I think it was like high top Converses, like super high top Converses. Not up to the knee, maybe up to the like mid calf, if memory serves. So yes, and then we had them come out, and then they practiced 3 songs together, and they danced, and they showed us what they got. And it was great. Show me what you've got. I did it for you. That was
a reference to Ricketts.
It was.
The Ricketts in the mountains.
Funniest shit I ever seen.
Rickshaw.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I have some sort of goblin brain disease.
Should probably get that checked.
Yeah, if you kiss a goblin, you get a brain disease.
How many goblins have you kissed?
It only takes one. And then the rest are free.
Was it a mind goblin?
Yeah. Wait, what's a mind goblin? Can you tell me more about the mind goblin without... Hey, look at me dead in the fucking eyes and speak to me of the mind goblin. Exposit to me the lore, DM, about the mind goblin.
Lick my balls.
That's why I have a mug, kids.
Joe Mama. Group 2 of the Hoshimatic Project, if we might continue, gentlemen, seriously.
Recommend us some ADHD medication.
Please, fuck, we need it. Was Shibao, Sakmat Chloe, Takayama Toba, Suise, of course, and Iroha, whose name I definitely don't forget.
Yeah, never.
Not even once. Degozaru. They came out, did the same 3 songs, they danced, they showed us what they got, and it was all wonderful. I think the one thing to point out is that Subaru is rocking shorts, and they look great on her. Aki is rocking long pants, and she showed everyone her butt.
Aki's not getting into heaven.
And then there's been some fantastic exchanges on Twitter because of this. So there's
Narissa was the big one.
Oh god, yeah.
She commented on it.
Awooga.
She commented on it, and Aki's like, "Oh, are you a bad girl?" And yeah, she agreed.
Well, somebody clipped Aki shaking her hips directly into the camera, and then Aki responded and was just like, "Oh, you're a bad boy." And then Narissa replied to that, and so it was already like, and then it cascaded, like it just kept going. So yes, Narissa, self-identified bad girl, had a wonderful interaction with Aki. Aki was obviously having a lot of fun with this. They all were. Nene was having a ton of fun because Aki was just like, I chose these to show off like the long pants to show my slender, sexy legs. And then Nene came out and was like, I also chose the long pants to show off my slender, sexy legs. They were just having a ton of fun. Matsuri, obviously, like she's over the top, like energy all the time.
Even Sora joined in on that.
Oh my god!
Bit.
Yeah,
everybody was shocked.
Sora was doing like sexy poses, and everybody was just like, "Whoa!" So this was a really fun stream, honestly. Not a word of it in English. Don't even care.
The hip movements were bilingual.
There we go. That's the important thing. Those hips don't lie in Japanese or English. But they are wonderful to observe because they're quality dance moves, you know?
Mm-hmm. And that quality dance moves was captured by the insane capturing technology featured in the HoloLive studio.
That's true.
Millions of dollars to get that ass shaken.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah, they were definitely on point using like every little bit of motion capture technology they had. Like, I didn't get to watch a ton of this, but little bits I saw was like them shaking their hands around, and it just 100% like tracking to their model. Like,
it's very impressive.
Not even a little bit of jerkiness to it.
I also like that at the beginning, Suisei was behind the camera controlling it, and then she like ran out and was just like, "It's me, I was behind the camera." Hey. So they were like handing off a camera to each other to record it, apparently. And then eventually, I think they stuck it on a tripod for when they were actually dancing and performing. So, or they probably just switched to a different camera at that point.
I just want to sneak into the studio. I can get a lot done.
That way you can find out what they all... No, I mean, wait, hold on. Yeah, just to observe the technology.
Nick and me enter studio. I sigh. I put on the mocap suit. Nick looks at the screen. I am Suisei.
All of this time. Why didn't you tell me?
Dude, we broke in so I could pretend. Just look at the screen. Don't look over here.
Oh, so as a joke.
As a prank.
As a prank. Little jokerino. Speaking of something that might be a joke, there's a little bit of neat information out there right now that Shigure Ui Mama to some,
Ui Mama,
has surpassed her own daughter in YouTube subscribers thanks to her Lowly God Requiem song.
She has captured lightning in a bottle.
Yes, she fucking has.
She has somehow grasped onto a zeitgeist that has always been there, but always adapting, and this is the form it has taken.
Her sub count is literally more than doubled in like a month.
This is what happens when you get
and I want to point out,
hit.
She was already so popular in Japan that in June, when I went to a bookstore in Japan, she was the official like ambassador for the store for that month, and there was just videos of her playing on all the fucking walls.
I wonder if that bookstore has renounced.
I don't think they have, considering her video has 57 million views now.
Seriously.
It's probably like extended at the collab at this point.
I can only imagine. Like, fuck, the meme version has like 1 million views on it. Like the one where she's dancing to the rap song.
Pay for a good animator, you get a good music video.
As it turns out, usually. So yeah, that... congratulations, Ui. We're proud of you.
I know you're proud in your own way. A little nervous.
Just yes.
I love her reactions. Like, why is this the one? This is not
She's
the
like,
one I
that's
would have
not me.
chosen.
I don't know who did this. Please stop talking about
No,
it
I
like
won't
it's me.
fucking sing it.
At the same time, she's so fucking invited this when she debuted a lowly 3D model and then did a fucking hour-long stream of it, like, in a prison. Like, you can't fucking do that and then be surprised at the results. It's like whenever a VTuber drinks their own piss and then they're like, I don't know why you call me a P-tuber.
All I did was drink my pee on the internet for money.
Yeah, right? Like,
It's a standing invitation.
I called Uruka a spit bear to her face, and I do it again.
That's a good pivot.
She's back. I'm so fucking happy she's back. Can we just talk about Uruka being back for a minute?
Says here you
May as
can.
well.
Oh, perfect. I'm a big fan of the bear. It's the blue bear that's on our desk right here.
A phase connect.
Yes, Uruka.
Pahaze.
Urufuru Uruka. That's Urufuru. That song is she has her first song that she released is deeply ingrained in my fucking brain now. I've listened to it like 1,000 times. But either way, she's a Face Connect member. She's somewhere between 50 and 60,000 subs. She's wonderful and great. And now she's back. She was stolen from us by the terrible, terrible thing that is education. She had to spend a year. Geez, no, she took a few weeks off and she studied really hard so she could pass her midterms like a fucking nerd.
Mood.
But she did pass. Congratulations on that, Uruka. We're all very happy for you, realistically speaking. And now she's back, and she came back. She released a music video. She did a big welcome back stream where she wore nerdy glasses the whole time. Then she basically just chatted for the stream and then showed off the new music video, right? It's kind of just a Zatsu and then premiere.
The music video was really good.
Oh, dude, it's real fun.
Like it's a really good song to begin with. It was just a cover, but still, it was a good song. And then the video they played with it was really neat.
Oh, they added so many like little things, and they actually have like little snippets and clips from her streams and like memories and stuff.
Like probably about half of the music video is actually just clips from her streams, like edited together.
Oh yeah, it's so good too.
The bear is back.
The bear is back. Oh, it was a 5-hour-long stream. No wonder I didn't watch all of it. I like dipped out after probably like an hour, but
I
watched as much as I could before having to go to bed. So
I was like halfway through watching the anniversary streams, and then I got the Discord ping from the Phase Connect Discord. It's like, hey, this Uruka's back. I look at the message. Oh, okay, neat. When? Right now. Like,
I always get those pings too, and I'm like, fuck. Or when she does like a gorilla stream and announces it on the Discord when it happens, and I'm like, Uruka, it's 3 a.m. Why did my phone went off and now I'm awake? But why? Oh my goodness. So yes, that's a pretty cool thing. I'm just glad she's back. Again, big Uruka fan. I talked to her face to face, and then ever since then I've been like, here's something apparently that you can take away from this segment about me personally is that when someone talks to me, I like them. So when I talked to Uruka, I was like, I like her. And when Aura left us a comment, I was like, I like her.
You're like the first two wife options in Harvest Moon.
Thank you. That's always been my goal. So glad I finally achieved one of the first two wife options in Harvest Moon.
I saw myself more as a Nami. I'm mysterious. You need to bring me some good stuff.
She's from One Piece, you fool.
There was a character in Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life, named Nami, and she was the hard one.
You can nom these nuts.
He got me again!
Welcome back, Uruka. Anyway.
Let's spin back around and hit on another subject. Apparently, Idol Corp is having some difficulties with their merchandise. Is it just like they're having like full-on delays, or what's going on there?
So this is going to hit a very serious topic, by the way.
Oh boy! Oh, I didn't know it was gonna be that serious. I thought it was just a delay.
No, this ties in with a much larger global issue currently.
So
I just read the notes.
Yeah, that's something.
Let's just dive in, kids.
Yeah.
So it was the end of September. It was like the last day. I don't know. They were having like a special like free shipping or something. And I hopped on at the last minute and ordered a bunch of stuff. It's like, all right, neat. This is supposed to ship like October. It's like, all right, October. October goes and passes. Like, all right, well, it's November now. Maybe they're just doing like the long 3-month Japanese shipping. It's like, I'll just keep waiting for a while. I don't want to download the stupid Shopify app just to find the tracking on this. And then suddenly, a few days ago, I get an email. It's like, oh, it's from Idol Corp. I open it up, It's from the CEO himself. And he's like, all right, guys, this was our very first ever as a company merch shipment. So we don't really know. We didn't know what we were doing. We're having some problems. Also, we're based in Israel, and Israel is at war right now.
Yeah.
So
That puts a slight damper on the situation. Yes, we don't really want to be making jokes about this.
Yep.
This is an incredibly serious humanitarian issue right now. Now, I don't feel that it is within the purview of this podcast, frankly, to get into discussions about wars in the Middle East.
Yes. So
this is a very bad thing to get into any depth with.
Listen, this is basically the most contentious issue right now and around the world, depending on where you're at. Not even that. This is one of the most contentious issues in the world.
less said, the better. A war is delaying merch. I don't think there's a more valid reason for merch to get delayed than a war.
Yeah.
My only real final thoughts that I have about this whole topic is it's nice that a company that is based there for entertainment wise like this is still managing to continue as normal to the best that it can, that there is still some form of normalcy and enjoyment. And he said that they are attempting to use external merch partnerships to still try and get this through before the end of the year to continue running their business as they should be able to.
Understandable.
There you go. For once, Cameron, I agree with you. The less said, the better.
Indeed. It's just, yeah. So let's just carry on. That's
you go.
all we can. That's all we're asking anyone to do here is carry on. And just close your eyes for a second.
Yeah.
Breathe. Everything's okay. Your coffee's on the way. So let's talk about something a little more uplifting. Just a quick drive-by on this. Sorry, I thought of Bjorp. That's a Tom Scott reference. The Game Awards have finally officially announced their nominees. Now, normally, I find that the human category of the Game Awards is terrible because normally content creators are people I do not know. I don't follow esports. I don't know a single team or coach or anything. Like, good Lord, next year it's going to be like favorite video game semi-related youth pasture. It's like, oh, yeah, that guy. This year, one of the content creators nominated was Iron Mouse.
I know that one.
You do. So do I.
She's one of the most popular VTubers on Earth.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well deserved. She's great.
And I keep telling 23andMe to check again to see if there's anything between us. And they refuse.
Actually, I actually heard a little random fact about this. I have no idea if it's true. I just heard people talking about it.
Okay.
Apparently, one of the people, other non-Iron Mouse people that was nominated was like a Minecraft creator of some sort. And people were discussing it, and they're like, yeah, it's usual people that nobody but like kids has heard of. They're just Minecraft, Fortnite creators. And then somebody pointed out, it's like, yeah, that's generally true, but this Minecraft person that I nominated, I think they were one of the people that did get nominated, was one of the people that actually made Iron Mouse's Minecraft server.
Oh, yeah.
It all ties together.
All roads lead to Rome.
There you go. In this case, Iron Mouse. So yeah, best of luck to Iron Mouse. We're all pulling for you. Is this a fan voted category or is this like?
They let you vote, but I think it gets selected ultimately.
Gotcha.
From what I heard, it was 90% judge driven and 10% community driven.
Gotcha.
And now the next.
Well, it's a wonderful thing to just be nominated, frankly.
Yeah, because it means already like you're worthy of recognition. If we don't get nominated, eventually I'm going to not make it to 40.
Yeah, I definitely want to get the same award that Boogie got.
What award did he get?
Gamer of the Year in 2016. Now who's uncomfortable? It's me.
I did that to myself. Something I'm excited about, and I'm glad to see this included in the news. There's a new Yakuza game out. The franchise retitled to Like a Dragon, because that's what it was originally called in Japan. It's a Resident Evil Biohazard situation. The new Like a Dragon game, I believe it's The Man Who Erased His Name, aka that we don't know how to get rid of Kiryu. Help. He's back. And Kiryu heard rumor that his favorite VTuber's in town. You may recall us covering Kson winning the hostess competition to become a real human person inside the game whose breasts you see. Her breasts are now visible after minimal game time, approximately 10 hours of focusing hard on maxing out her quest. And you, Kazuya Kiryu, can finally meet Kson for real.
Yes. It's a wonderful situation. And one of our favorite folks from Hololive got to experience a conversation with Kson. This being Kaori.
For those in the know, this is strange.
Let's peel back the onion a little. It's a very weird situation. There's a lot of history involved with it, but yes, it's just kind of odd, but also really funny to see, because Kaori is just immediately like, "Okay, Kson."
And it's been Kason's fucking dream
To be in Like a Dragon game, yes.
That woman is down bad for Kiryu.
Kiryu is her husband, so it makes sense. It all adds up.
Shame he's such a virgin. So I love that.
That's just one of those fun little moments. It's so good.
It's just happiness.
So there you go. Kiara has released a new music video for her song Retrospective.
That's one of my favorites of her newer songs.
Yeah, it's off the album. It's really good. Check out the album. Download, stream it. Check out the new music video. It's really cool. I don't really have a lot to say about it. It has a very distinctive art style. You know, it's more Western influenced to me in my eye, is what it looks like.
But...
What's that?
Is that allowed?
Yeah, it's still anime, but it's like it's
dude,
just
you're worrying me.
Yeah, the lines are different. You know what I mean?
The fucking lines.
I don't know how to describe it, but
here I can describe it.
It's got a much
it's more
Grunge.
visual K.
Grungy.
It's a much darker look than Kiara usually goes for.
Yeah. I think it's the main art of it is like not as I don't know, cutesy anime.
Yeah.
You might think of. It's more serious. It's more like a josei manga come to life. So
yeah, this looks like the art style of like one of those covers of, gosh, what's my word I'm looking for? Like one of those novels you would buy that aren't quite Japanese but love the Japanese.
Oh, they're like the Korean ones.
Yeah, yeah, you get me.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Gotcha. Laplus is taking a small break in preparation for V Psycho and her 3D live anniversary stream. Of course, admirable, understandable.
Yeah, she's been apparently having some trouble with her throat. It's been a little bit sore. I don't know exactly how bad it's been, but bad enough apparently that she needs to take a small break. Especially when she's going to be doing some big events in the near future.
Yeah, I know V Psycho is usually a huge event, so. And of course, if she's doing a concert, like, come on.
Yeah, she needs to rest.
Obviously, got to take a little break. And that's fine. More power to her. I'd like to throw in something real quick here that nominations for the VTuber Awards that Filian is hosting will close on the 20th of November. So if you have nominations, you can go ahead and throw those over towards that. The only rule in existence for this that I have been able to determine is that you can't nominate Filian because she's hosting the event. But if there are any other VTubers that you would like to nominate, you are free to do so.
I wonder if she's going to have like statistics or something for how many people voted for her anyway.
It'd be interesting if nothing else. So there you go. Mika, Melatika, got a new outfit. And this shit is cute. God damn, she got the little like sailor hat. She got long sleeves. She got dress. She looks cute. It's a very cute dress. It's a very cute outfit in general. She also has a mascot plushie that she can hug and hold in her arms. It's a big old ghosty boy.
Oh, I like big ghosty boys.
Yeah.
I myself am a big ghosty boy.
Are you?
Perished.
Rip.
Canonically dead.
Ripperonis. So yes, Don't forget she's graduating in a month, so enjoy her while you can. She's great. Really like Mika.
She is the one who beat Omori, right?
Sure. I don't know.
That's all I know about
What
her.
am I, the Omori cast?
No, I am.
Oh, that's right.
Let's talk about Kel. Thank you, Mori, guys.
Kel-O?
Appreciate you. No, don't say anything. You're not in the... Just start an exclusive podcast within the podcast.
What's the Omori fandom called?
Morons. Children.
Oh, morons.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Unfortunate that. All right, we got any other news bits we want to toss in? Anything we forgot, looked over, or anything else?
Wasn't Omocat doing something?
Omocat-
Yeah, she's
Cat-
got shirts.
Omocat has new merch tomorrow
New
for
merch.
us on the 15th, right?
I'm hyped.
There's a Suisei thing. I desire the Suisei thing. Mark it on your bingo cards. There you go.
I need new podcast shirts. I've been wearing the same ones the whole time. So
This is obviously very weeby, so I themed myself well.
Hello, Miss Cat. I like your shirts.
What's the thing she repeated for 3 minutes straight?
Fuck? I'm
We'll
a
get-
fake Fauna fan.
we'll get to that. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't we just start with it? Let's go over our favorite stream moments from the week.
Welcome to the favorite stream moments of the week. God, that was so cringe.
Carlos, this is yours. Take it away.
Yeah, Carlos, tell us more about the streams you saw. No one else saw.
Well, Fauna was playing the Stanley Parable, the Ultra Deluxe Edition. This was her first time playing it, apparently.
I gotta see it because Stanley Parable's like,
It is quality content, no
it
matter
is the
what.
fucking weirdest game.
This was the perfect game for Fauna.
Yeah.
Because she spent the entire stream just arguing back at the narrator.
I can somehow picture this very easily.
How's she feel about buckets?
She wanted that bucket.
I understand the game goes to great lengths to entice you.
The stream started off where like the narrator was like, telling you what's going on and what to do, and Fauna was like, I love games. Like, I want more games to do this. I want the games to just tell me what to do and where to go. And like 30 seconds pass, and he's like, I'm not doing it anymore. I don't want to listen to what they're saying.
Somehow I could see this coming a mile away.
One of the very first routes that she went down was immediately veering off, ignoring what the narrator was saying. One of the very first things was you're like riding on a little conveyor thing, carrying you across like a big open room.
Yeah.
And you can jump off it at some point and land on an area down below. And it's a route you can go
Yep.
on. The narrator gets very angry at you for doing that and yells at you for cutting him off mid-sentence. That's like one of the very first things that she did.
Oh my god, I love this game.
Oh.
It's just there's no bad way to play the Stanley Parable in my opinion. Like every time I've watched anyone play it, it's been an enjoyable experience. And I've never even played it myself. It's just fun.
I've only played the original. I've never played the new deluxe edition.
Deluxe is great. It has a bucket, a button that says Jim. Jim. 8.
It's a quality button by the sound of it.
Jim. Yeah. You start pressing it too much, and the narrator freaks out, goes, "Oh no, you've been drunk with power with Jim." And it starts lowering the button, and myself and everyone who's ever played the game presses it harder and starts crouching. "Don't take it from me, Jim." And now it's in the floor and gone forever. But you find it later.
My favorite part about that is every single content creator that plays this game that gets to that point is horrendously afraid of pressing the button. Yeah. Because the narrator tells you this will tell the audience your name if you press this button, and every content creator is deeply afraid that it's actually going to tell you say your real name, and it just says Jim for everyone.
And for one of them, that's gonna work. Like Fauna pressing goes, "Jim." It's like, I mean, oh, it's the same for everyone. Oh, good.
Yes. Fauna Jim. Fauna, Jim.
Fauna, Jim. Yeah.
Any other highlights from Stanley Parable?
She said a couple words a lot.
I see. That's good.
Yeah.
Treatise.
Treatise.
Treatise nuts.
This happened to me again.
Treatise. Manifesto.
Oh, thank you.
And then repeat it for 3 minutes because that's what she did.
Manifesto.
Yeah, there's a point where you're pressing a button or something that fast forwards time, something like that.
Yeah. They introduced a new feature to Stanley Parable that lets you skip the narrator's content. So naturally, he has to talk for a long period of time to encourage you to click the skip button to introduce the comedy. So there's a part where he'll just say Treatise Manifesto until you hit the button, and then you skip like 3 years into the future. And the narrator missed you dearly.
Like the hit Adam Sandler movie, Click.
She made that reference.
Of course she fucking did. Gentlemen, I'll see myself out.
Are you Fauna?
Maybe. No, I'm Jim. I mean, Fauna. I mean...
But they started playing this, though, and this repeats on loop. And Fauna just starts saying it back along with the narrator. And she starts doing this, and it's like, oh, it's a fun joke. And I'm reading the chat, and she just keeps doing it.
For 3 minutes.
She did it for 3 minutes straight.
3 minutes straight. For the memes, guys. For the memes. She did it for the memes. She also played a different game this week.
What did she play?
Imomushi.
What game is that?
It's about the jumpy worms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched Kiara play this too.
I watched Mume play it.
There you go. It's a platformer where you're a worm. You're the wormy boy.
Would you still love me if I was a worm?
I don't even love you now. Sorry you had to find out this way, Cameron.
I had to become a worm to figure it out.
I feel so bad right now. I'm so sorry.
No, don't feel bad.
It's okay. You should be honest.
You never mattered that much to me.
There's the pain. It makes me feel alive.
If you excuse me, I'm going to go home and swallow all my blowhole blasts in one go.
Cameron's heart exploded.
Treatise Manifesto.
So, Imomushi is a new Hololive trend, confirmed. I will say that if we've each watched a different person fucking play it at this point, it's a trend.
The first person I even saw was Korone was playing it.
Guess who got perms?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, ladies, we got perms for Lego Island. Who wants to play it? It's like, I guess all of us.
A man has fallen into a river.
You can build a race car.
There you go. So, yeah, Korone's stream was really fun. I did watch some of that as well. I watched Kiara play it. Kiara was... I love watching Kiara do things.
She would get absolutely horrendously angry at this. I guarantee it.
You little shit.
It does happen from time to time. So yeah, it's just people are playing it. It's a little platformer. It's very frustrating. It's a streamer bait game, but
yeah,
it's fun. You know,
streamer bait's good.
It's one of those games that's very, very cute, and then you play it, and it's just devastating to you.
Yeah, because if you fuck up once, you go back to the beginning, basically, or at least you lose a lot of progress.
Yeah, my favorite point in this was Fauna was talking about like eating bugs or something.
God, that's so Fauna.
And she wasn't even paying any attention, just jumped the wrong way and fell all the way to the very beginning.
Oof. Been there. Lived that experience. We did get some interesting tidbits from it, like Fauna wants to try Morrowind someday.
Yep.
So
I look forward to that if it ever happens.
Yeah, Bethesda, come on, get on it. Go talk to Hololive right now. I'm going to set you two down in a room. Come to an agreement.
Just give permission. Thank you.
And that conversation actually came about, which is like, I was playing Starfield. It completely failed to grab my attention at all.
Yep.
Dude, here's the thing where I'm at with that. All right, sidebar. Your Honor, sidebar.
Permission.
All right. I really wanted to like Starfield just like everyone else. I'm sad that it's not a Game of the Year contender, but at the same time, it isn't from my experience.
Pretty much everybody says that. Like, I wanted to like this game. I played it for hours. I could not like it.
I got an hour and a half into it and was like, oh no.
Okay,
because I stopped and I didn't feel bad.
This is my one chance to talk about my opinion on the internet. Hi guys, I played Starfield for 60 hours and beat the main campaign and what's probably the best quest line in it. The pirate quest line's fine and had a moment that actually kind of emotionally affected me, and I hope there would be more. Because there's a part where you have to shoot named NPCs you kind of came to like. But it says a lot that the other faction I didn't give a fuck about. Starfield is probably one of the worst open world games. From the perspective of adventure, it's dead. I sure do love entering my ship loading screen, going to the navigation menu or getting to the front to pilot at loading screen, opening up the ship menu, click on the solar system, click on the planet, travel to the planet, it travels to the solar system, go back to the solar system map, click on the planet, travel to the planet, click on the planet, open the planet map, click where you want to go, loading screen, land. Leave the ship, loading screen, on a planet, 3 locations, go to location, loading screen, little place. That's one of 16 places you can go to on every planet in the universe. Shoot the same enemies, leave, loading screen, get back on the ship. All right, now to do the quest line.
So every game's repetitive. It's about how well you do it.
Exploration is dead.
And that's the thing. If there's no good exploration, then I have no interest in it as an open world game, especially a Bethesda game. I played Fallout 4 to find shit that was cool.
The equivalent is if in Skyrim, instead of exploring by going down roads, a map pulled up, you clicked where you wanted to go, and no matter where you clicked, 3 Dreamer, whatever the fuck, mines appear. Every time. Every single time you click, it just makes 3 new ones for you.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst adventure games ever made. The space combat is interesting. The shipbuilding's fantastic. A shame about the rest.
Yeah, it is one of those things where when it came out, there was such a buzz about it, but a few months later, everybody's just like, yeah, it didn't hit the way it should have.
It's half cooked. Wish the new Game Plus stuff was more interesting, because it is interesting. Wish the main story was way better. Also, all the fucking companions suck ass. They're all Cub Scouts who bitch at you. My favorite thing the community ever did was they took this one lady who's especially like mean whenever you pickpocket people. I forget her name, but they made a planet and they named it Penance, and they sealed her on the planet and left. She's just on Pluto in a sealed habitat.
Amazing. Yeah, it's one of those things too where it's like,
So I get it.
every time I see a negative article, I get sadder, and I just don't want to see it anymore. I'm just like, all right, well, let's just move on then, I guess, at this
Honestly,
point.
same, yeah.
Well, pretty much everyone's like, well, they're old games. You would fast travel somewhere and then walk to where you needed to go, and you find like all kinds of weird things on the way, and that's not how this game works.
It's in their old games, you had to get somewhere before you could fast travel to it. You know, you had to walk to it once to find it first. And then it's like, okay, you've done the exploration, you can get to it efficiently now. And that's like, there's something to that. You have to earn it. You know, you can't just get the fast travel, because then you lose the journey that you start with. And that's the thing people remember. Don't get me wrong. If I'm going back to, say, the same settlement for the 30th time in Fallout 4, yeah, I'm just going to fast travel to it. I'm not going to walk there. But discovering it in the first place is the magic. Finding something cool and interesting in a wasteland is like...
A part of the Bethesda loop has often been the described, you pick a location and walk in that direction and you'll find something interesting. And unfortunately with Starfield, they have abandoned that principle.
Mm-hmm.
They just place a triangle of vaguely interesting things that are cookie cutter.
Yeah.
I feel bad for modders. These are the guys who are actually trying.
No, it's frankly not
Thank you, Fauna.
a thing that's... I don't know. It's
They
weird.
should... I would pick the game up immediately if they modded one of the companions to just be Fauna. Like, imagine you're exploring
That's all
a
you
ship
have to do, Bethesda.
and you start shooting bugs. You just hear Fauna whisper, "Nature is beautiful." It's like, yeah. That'd be so playable. Okay, I want to say something good about Starfield. For no fucking reason, the dialogue is like pretty sharp and funny. God, I'm trying to remember what the robot's joke is. It's really fucking... Oh, yeah, like, there's the robot. His name is like Vasco or something. He's fucking great for no reason. You walk up and one of the dialogue options is like, "Hey, can you tell me... Hey, tell me a human joke." And he replies, "I'm looking at one." It's like, Jesus Christ. And he's like, "That's just the new joke I'm working on. What do you think?" It's like, oh my God.
Amazing.
The dialogue's just really sharp. There's a fucking ship that hails you and you pick it up and they go, "I'm trying to reach you about your extended warranty." And then they hang up and leave.
See, like,
There
at
are
least
three-
there's high points. There's high points.
There are
in
3 writers at Bethesda who are trying so fucking hard, and I love you. You guys are really good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, BioWare and Blizzard went down the shitter, so you can't move studios.
All right, tune in next week for our Diablo 4 review.
Right?
But in the meantime, we're going to talk about how Haachama did a surprise punishment ?
People who like
stream.
people who like VTubers like video games.
I know. Right? if we talked about Starfield too much, sorry. Let us know. Well, I guess we'll try and avoid it.
If you do like it, we'll have a dedicated Starfield segment every week.
I've never played it, and I will never play it. So
That's fine. You'll just be quiet.
Again, I played for an hour and a half, and that's the biggest statement I can make is that I played for an hour and a half and that I didn't play it again. Sad.
So Haachama got punished by God?
Yes. She must play the Suika game. My high score is in the 2800s right now. I'm coming for that 3K.
I just fucking read the notes. What the fuck?
For every one game she fails to get double watermelon, she has to strip. What the fuck, Carlos?
this was the title of her stream.
As it turns out, this was her summer bikini reveal. So yes, she did in fact take her clothes off and show off her new swimsuit. Yay! She missed that. She missed summer. Sad.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But now she gets to at least still have the outfit, which is great.
She was just playing for like an hour or two, and every time she lose, she just like remove like an item, like an accessory or something, and until she got down to like their old swimsuit, and then she loses again, and then like the screen switches, and then it just goes into like her like new swimsuit reveal.
Fantastic. Super well played. That's 150% Haachama. I love it. I'm here for it.
Shout out to the super chat during this. Haachama, how are your feet smell these days? And she just replied, feet smell bad.
Thank you, Haachama.
She replies to the weirdest stuff too. If you submit something weird and uncomfortable, she will probably respond.
Dude, I've obviously been watching too much Watame because like my immediate thought was Waki Pai onegaishimasu. Armpit, please. Because that feels like a very Haachama thing too. Did you look up her armpits or something?
No.
Oh my god.
Dude, you
Cameron,
Google, you
we're
search Haachama.
We're
You search-
podcasting.
Podcast these nuts.
Respect. That's how you earn it. Haachama also collaborated with Kobo in an Offcollab.
Ah, that's not going to be ear piercing.
No, God. Oh my God.
I really wanted to watch this. I had to put it in that it was a thing.
I mean, that's fair enough. That's enough. That just knowing it exists is enough for me. They ate snacks, played virtual board games. So both of them spoke fluent English well, I'm sure,
Yeah.
and everything was understood
Forsooth.
easily.
That's what made it even better why I wanted to watch it, because it's like, so Kobo, Indonesian, decent, good enough English. And then Haachama, Japanese, pretty decent English also. How are these two going to communicate?
By fart sounds.
Yeah. They're going to rub their feet together. That's how they're going to communicate, because they're fucking gremlins. That's how gremlins talk.
Not goblins, which I know about how they talk.
Let's talk instead about Calliope Mori's Monopoly return.
Yeah, let's go.
So who all was here? Shiori, Narissa, and Ina in this collaboration, correct?
Yeah, that's the team.
This was a good one.
Shiori and Narissa, of course, flirted and broke up several times. Mm-hmm. This is how I can imagine it in my head. Narissa's just like, damn, girl, you got a fine ass. And Shiori's like, yep. Because that's
Whatever.
That's literally it. That's how their fucking conversations go every time. And I'm here for it.
There's literally a part on they had a Discord call while she was playing fucking Mortis. That's not. It's called Faith. And she's like, they're talking. And Narissa goes, "You have a lovely voice." She replies, "Okay, I'm hanging up now."
Every time.
Brick wall.
Narissa aggressively pursues Shiori. Shiori is made out of Teflon, and all advances slide directly off.
Yeah, it's so fucking funny.
It is a very good dynamic. Ina, also here, believe it or not.
Massive gremlin.
Massive gremlin mode, of course.
What?
Yeah.
She's no longer as comfy. She's now a little gremlin-y.
Oh, it's such the evolution.
She's pulling pranks like putting
Oreo.
Oreos in your pillow so you can eat them.
I heard you wanted cookies. They're in your sleeping bag.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Pull them to the side so you won't crush them.
Thank you, Ina. You are a compassionate god.
This was such a great stream for Ina. Because, like, it starts off with her just being a gremlin right from the start. And already Calli's like, okay, I know how else is going to go.
Yeah, she's
And
immediately cracking jokes.
And it made it even better by, like, the Ina's very first turn of Monopoly. And she hits the mystery. She hits, like the little mystery square. And what is it? Immediately go to Boardwalk.
Yeah, that was it.
It's like,
Welcome to Boardwalk from turn 1.
turn 1 Boardwalk, and you know exactly how the game was gonna go from there.
I wish that I could turn back time.
So Ina won. Gotcha.
Yeah, you know one.
Yep, hard.
There we go. That's all I need to know. Ina wins.
Calli went to jail 3 times.
4 times. Maybe even 5. I stopped counting at 4.
Gives her cred.
Sure. Any other highlights from this?
It was basically Ina versus Shiori the whole time. Because Ina got the good spots, and Shiori bought literally everything else.
This is one of those streams where I feel like the true joy of the stream isn't in what happened, it's in the banter. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's great that Ina won, and that was like that they had like a strong rivalry between the two of them. But like, really, like the rivalry only serves to have them troll the shit out of each other.
Oh my
I
god,
imagine.
Well, Calli was getting trolled by the game, so
Yeah, there
that
you
was
go.
great. She was
That's Monopoly, baby.
she was mildly upset that this was like her 3rd or 4th Monopoly collab, and it has not gotten any better for her.
So who's gonna graduate this time? I swear to God.
Fucking Advent's disbanding.
I swear to God, if any of them graduate in the next fucking 6 months, I'm going to like.
Calli needs to burn her copy of Monopoly.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous at this point. If you don't know, every time Calli plays Monopoly, someone that's there playing the game graduates eventually. Like, it's happened fucking 3 times. So, get some help. Perhaps from Kobo to do some cooking. Because Kobo came over to Calli's house, or Calli went to Kobo's house, I imagine, though.
It could be a whole different home. Maybe an Airbnb.
Maybe they're both in Japan?
Well, Kobo is staying in Japan right now.
So they're probably in Japan.
Because I remember that Calli was asking, hey, Kobo, do you have a kitchen where you're living right now so that I can give you leftovers?
That makes sense. That does make sense. So this was a cooking stream. Calli cooked some food for Kobo.
Oh.
I've seen, I think, one clip from this
I've seen one clip exactly.
where Calli was just asking about the spice level, and Kobo was just like, I'm Indonesian.
Yeah, that's strong.
Like, this is nothing.
The only clip I saw, and I think it's from this stream, Calli goes like, I need to go away for a sec, be right back. And Kobo's alone. She's just like, you can fucking physically hear her grab the mic and just like, I want to try getting drunk. I just want to like try it one time. I want to get like really drunk. And Calli's like, it comes back like, what are you talking to them about? It's like, oh, nothing.
That was every time Calli had to leave the room for anything.
I feel like Kobo's the kind of person like her dad gets up and walks away and Kobo looks at you, he's like, I'm really far in Terraria. It's like really interesting. I want to show you my Terraria world. Do you have any cocaine?
No, you always ask.
I don't want to try it. I just want to know if you have it.
Still no.
I want to get in a car crash because it sounds fun.
You ever been in an earthquake? No, Kobo.
Yeah. Like it's just the vibe Kobo gives me, especially whenever she's collabing with Dad. Kobo is 6 and trying her best to speak in English.
Yes.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, like, we all just do our best, right? You know? Good job, Kobo. We're all here for it. We're proud of you.
One of the times where Calli was gone for a minute and she was whispering into the chats like, chat, all of you, you I have less subscribers than Dad. I need more than her.
Oh my god.
I mean, she's got a goal in mind. That's what's important, right? So, oh yay! All right, they bonded over a bunch of stuff. They both love Shrek. Kobo prefers potatoes over rice. That's interesting, especially for someone who is Indonesian. As generally, as again, Kobo pointed out during, I don't know if it was this collab or another one, but she eats rice with everything. She's Indonesian, so interesting that. All right,
Yeah, I think it was curry, drunken noodles, and I forget what the
a taco shell sandwich.
Oh no.
Calli brought these out. And it's like, these are taco shell sandwiches. I have argued with the chat about this multiple times. No, they are not tacos. They are taco shell sandwiches.
Press X to doubt.
What's it take to make it a taco, Calli? What do I have to do to what you've presented physically to make it a taco?
It's interesting to me that, like, listening to Trash Taste, the one thing they do every time they're in America is immediately get Mexican food because they're just like, Japan just doesn't have it. So it's really funny to me that, like, I don't know, that's just apparently just a crossover that hasn't occurred in nature yet. There's no cross-pollination here.
Well, they talked about the bulldog Korean noodles too, and they're just like, you can't get the like a huge selection of them in Japan. So Calli's like, I have the pink packets, and like Kobo freaked out. It's like, oh, those are my favorite. And it's like Calli said, oh yeah, well, what do you do with the sauce packet though? And Kobo's like, yeah, I just put the sauce packet in. And Calli's like, oh yeah, I definitely put the whole sauce packet in.
Really? Go on.
Oh my god.
All right. Is there any other highlights from the stream that you guys really liked? Like I said, I saw one clip and it made me laugh, so I'm happy.
Did you see anything from the actual games that they played?
No.
They're the 1-2 switch. It was 1-2 switch.
Yeah.
Milk the
Nintendo's
cow.
failed bastard son.
The
Next to
Count the
arms.
marbles.
the thing about it was they
Finish
also
grandmother.
they played Bean Boozled along with it. And
I'm so over Bean Boozled. I hate Bean Boozled so much.
for some reason, Calli determined that losers had to eat 3.
What the fuck? Calliope Mori.
Jesus fuck.
It's probably because Kobo's like a gremlin, ate the booger one. It's like, I like boogers.
I think Kobo had like one that she just didn't like, and then Calli wasn't having a great time. But
Stop.
It's never a good time. They literally smell like feces. They're terrible.
oh well, it didn't really matter that they were eating 3 at once because they actually ate the whole pack.
I'm about to see heaven.
They had to stop just because they ate all of them. So.
That is fucking horrendous.
That's
I hate
special.
It. I really hate it. Then again, I always have bad luck with Bean Boozled. I never have. I think I've gotten a good tasting one like once.
I just don't like the concept.
It's Russian roulette with food. It's terrible.
I'm very sensitive about taste. I don't think funny takes are that funny. Hot take.
What about pizza roulette? Have I told you about this? Now, this is a concept originally from a friend of mine, and he suggested doing it with illicit substances, and we've adapted it to hot sauce.
Oh, okay.
But the idea is you get a pizza, medium, maybe even a small, like a little 5 to 8 slice pizza. One person lifts up the cheese on a slice.
I hate this.
And adds drops of super spicy hot sauce under the cheese. Places the cheese back down, so it looks all fine. It all looks the same. You spin the pizza, and everybody grabs a slice. Originally, it was with LSD.
The consequences are much longer.
This isn't the Joe Rogan podcast, so we'll move on. But that was the original concepting that he had, and I was like, "What about hot sauce?" And he was just like, "Yeah, I guess that'd work too, man."
And I have to click back onto this podcast and watch a video later because it looks like they talked about working with Universal. And I am curious about that. I like the business side of things.
That is always really interesting, frankly.
Yeah, just a quick tidbit about it was they were talking about their experiences. I think they had recorded in the exact same studio, like the exact same room because they had pictures and knew. But it also turns out that while they were both under Universal, they were working for like separate groups under Universal.
Makes sense. That's kind of what Universal does.
So it was like different groups, but like still under Universal, and then still recorded in like the same room.
Yeah.
You're gonna share studio space.
You get subcontracted around all this stuff and this and that, and like it's a lot of nonsense. Like I followed a lot of bands, and like they'd start over in England, and then when they go to America, they'd have to find another company to work under because you just can't get published by the same company in the same place. Like it's nonsense.
Yeah, international stuff gets really wonky with businesses.
It was a neat conversation anyway.
I would definitely be interested to hear the whole thing.
But you know what else you'd be interested in?
A thing that I originally put in news and somehow ended up in the stream area.
Yeah, I don't know what fucking happened.
I don't know what happened either, honestly.
Back to news bits.
Secret news bits.
The Tempest Boys have a new visual novel coming out.
Indeed, that's something I saw on the Twitcher.com, also known as X.
Previously Twitter.
So here's the deal, my fellow friends. Inside of this visual novel, you, the player, are transported to a fantastical realm wherein the Holo Boys, or so they appear to be, are there. They are in mysterious, monstrous forms, which is to say they're pretty. What really jumped out to me is, one, the art was really nice. It was cool to see all the boys under one unified art style. This is the Tempest Boys, by the way. Two, it's a visual novel, so this is like canonical story, but they clearly went with the doppelganger theme because they don't want to even imply this is the same voice. Because three, warning, this visual novel features themes of violence, unaliving
oneself,
murder, and cannibalism, which cannibalism's an okay term to say.
Apparently.
It's recommended for mature audiences. Who is doing the unaliving?
Guess you'll have to purchase it and play it to find out.
See,
Axel needs a friend.
See, I heard about this because it's been pretty heavily advertised, honestly.
It skipped me every time.
But I didn't have any interest in it because I don't really have the time to go through visual novels like I used to.
No,
like,
I don't.
I don't play any of the girls ones either that come out.
Yeah, like Doki Doki Lit Clubbing out.
But then I saw this topic in here, and it's like, oh, this sounds.
This goes hard.
This sounds like something I would actually want to try.
This might be something good for the podcast.
You want to watch us play it together? Fucking let us know. We'll do it.
Pay us $2.
Sure.
Pay us $2. How much it costs. I tried to find a developer to credit. They just don't. So I don't know who made it or who worked on it. Maybe it was the boys.
I'm sure there's credits somewhere.
Yeah.
But I didn't have time to look
Yoko Taro.
That would be great.
That'd be a very Yoko Taro move. He just sits down and goes, and that's the part, and then they eat each other.
And then did not credit himself in it.
That'd be, God, that's so him.
That would be 100% Yoko Taro. Okay, Carlos, we're playing the same game this week. Pick your kill your babies. What will we talk about? We have three options. We have the Aura Jackbox stream featuring Kieran, Poco, Pia, and Pasta. We have the Pochi playing Genital Jousting. And we have Connie playing, excuse me, sir, the demo. What will we talk about?
How about we do Aura and briefly Pochi?
Okay, we can do that.
Because
Connie, we love you, but we can't talk about everything this week. We gotta move shit along here, frankly.
I love your chatting streams. That was basically the stream. I love your chatting streams.
There you go. Aura did a collaborative stream with Kieran again, Poco, Pia, and Pasta. It was an official Jackbox Games Twitch account. Was in the chat. So they had interaction with the people what made the game. They gave Aura a free code for Jackbox 10. Wonderful to have, frankly. I'm not jealous. A little bit jealous. Poco, unsurprisingly, perhaps, got the time zones wrong, showed up an hour early. Always good to have that happen. It's better to be early than late. Respectable. Yeah. She's what, Swedish? Something?
She was...
Swiss, Swedish, something in there.
Yeah, Swedish, I believe.
Swedish. Gotcha. So yeah, it's a general Jackbox stream. I imagine a lot of, fun humor.
Yeah.
Weirdness, randomness. What parts did you like the most?
I don't know. I really like Poco a lot, honestly.
Poco's top. She's really good.
And it was just difficult personally because It's not hard to know, but I am not good with names. I am not good with new people at all. And the other, I knew Aura and I knew Poco. The other three I had never even heard of before. So I had a very difficult time keeping track of them. So
Fair enough. I mean, there's a lot of VTubers out there, and getting introduced to 3 new ones at the same time can be a little rough, frankly. So, but it sounds like there were a lot of fun interactions. It's a good collab. Lots of fun energy.
yeah.
We have a screenshot here of some shirts that were made. One with Aura's head, and it says, "I eat boogers."
Knew it.
And then one with a sad Pepe, and it says, "Hello, existential dread, my old friend." Quality content.
I think the ultimate winner in their T-shirt design was a picture of Poco, and she was saying something. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like "get good" or something. She was not very thrilled about that being the winner.
I mean, I get that. All right, but it sounds just like in general. I see the word grippers in here. Something about holding on to Poco's tail. What's going on with that?
They were playing the Jackbox game where you had to come up with an invention.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
And name it. And the problem that they had to come up with an invention for was, I have a hard time keeping a hold of Poco's tail.
Thus, grippers. Or perhaps the Poco jar juice. Or the grabber, or goop, or Crunchinator 3000.
Crunchinator was just teeth.
It's just teeth.
All different options. So yeah. And they played Quiplash. I love Quiplash. Quiplash is awesome every time.
Gets the party started.
Oh yeah.
I think my favorite out of the invention one was, the problem was, it's like VTubers are taking over. How do we stop this? And the invention for it was grass.
The death knell of any VTuber when they touch grass. Somebody just posted about that the other day. They're like, I went outside and touched grass and I made new friends outside. What is this? Like, I was like, I anticipate your graduation immediately. I apologize. You have touched grass. It's infected you. I'm sorry.
You were not the same after that.
There it is. So yeah, probably worth it to check out everybody involved.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we've got new folks here to check out. So
Yeah, check them out. Subscribe to Super Chats podcast.
Pasta was pasta themed of some sort. I didn't really get it.
Pastaroni ravioli.
Oh, she's Italian.
Like panko?
Yeah.
I like panko. Kieran, the Red Panda VTuber.
Red Panda.
And then we got Pia. Oh, no. Is she a slime girl?
She's an alien slime.
Slime alien VTuber.
Finally, someone I can relate to.
Fuck, what's the artist's name that I can't think of that was really famous for slime girls?
Slime girl.
Oh, yep, that's it. Thank you. God damn it, you're so fucking on top of things. I don't even know why I'm here. All right. Pochi played with wee-wees.
They're called penises, Mom.
I told you never to talk to me.
That's my mom.
So yes, Pochi played genital jousting. I remember
game.
I saw one clip of this as well because I've had a shitty fucking week. But she did ask. Wait, maybe that was Poco that asked. I don't even remember anymore. Somebody played it and they were like, "Wait a minute, he brushed his teeth. Do peepees have teeth?"
Sure.
The real questions.
That was not Poco.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody
or not Pochi, I mean.
Okay, I think it was somebody else. But either way, they're like, somebody in the chat was like, "I have one. Mine has one tooth."
So that's how they crack their nuts to eat.
There you go. All right. Either way, Pochi played genital jousting. She's a fucking walking shitpost, so this makes sense to me.
She was almost entirely unfazed through the entire story.
Boo. It's an
love that
emotional story.
I meant like, this did not get to her. She was having a great time with it.
Amazing.
Only real PP tubers get it.
Fair enough.
Because this stream is also 100% archived and not edited. So
I know what I'm doing later.
PP. PP. There we go.
Cameron is reorganizing the desk to group the PP-tubers together, apparently. You put that down backwards, and they can see the UPC on that now. Oh, wait, they can't. I guess it's hidden behind Bay. I apologize. I was wrong.
It's okay, man. You know, you're just being cautious.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
No one's more cautious than you.
Why would you say that?
Because I know you've been hurt before.
Let's talk about ourselves for a minute, shall we? Hey. I'm emotionally damaged.
I'm broken. I've been hurt too many times, and I'm afraid to get hurt again.
There we go. Carlos, what's wrong with you?
I crawl into my corner and don't talk to anyone.
Fair enough. We're Super Chats.
Hey.
We're doing a podcast about VTubers. We like VTubers. We talk about them every week.
Big mistake.
Yeah. We do our best sometimes. This week's been weird. We're all very tired, all sleep deprived. I could get a phone call at any minute with something I have to address. It's a time.
We arrive from our full-time jobs to talk about people on the internet playing penis games.
Yeah. And I wouldn't change anything about it. But it is what it is. We're having fun, you know? Quick notes. We got some comments this week that I'd like to address directly.
The controversies.
Yes. Ranson, thank you for the suggestion that our files were too big for the audio version of the podcast. It was an issue with the bitrate. This is general information for anybody. Going forward, the podcast files will be significantly smaller. I've adjusted the bitrate down. The quality sounds roughly the same as far as I can tell. And the files will be halved or under.
We
Generally in
were
size.
giving you studio quality audio files when they just had to be treadmill quality.
Yeah.
We apologize.
Now, they're still above drive-through quality.
Yeah.
And that's what matters.
It doesn't sound like it's asking you what you want on your hamburger.
Now, that being said, if you do notice any degradation of quality or anything like that, we can always readjust it back up in the future. So just please let us know if there's any issues with the audio format going forward. YouTube is going to sound the same. It exports in its own thing.
Yes, that's
But
its own product.
for the audio podcast, if you do notice any changes, please let us know and we'll adjust. I think the only thing I noticed was like some of the instruments in the opening were a little crunchier
And the opening's very important to me.
and no one else. I'm being mean to Cameron this week and I'm sorry.
You do this every week.
And I'm always sorry.
Just like my dad.
That doesn't make it better,
No.
but it's, you know,
But the oral sex does.
yeah, that's true.
It's incredible how much you can forgive.
You're just one nut away from forgiveness. At any moment in time.
That's toxic and terrible.
It's really fucking bad. If the quality of the content suffers, that's just because you're listening to Super Chats.
We aren't getting happier.
I am. I think it's fun. So again, thank you for pointing that out, Ranson, and we will do our best to adjust. If anybody has any further things to suggest, please feel free. We're trying to make this better every episode.
We are genuinely thankful people are giving us good feedback. We are still at the good community phase. So, if you're listening to this, you're one of the good ones. You made it in.
There we go. WD Batora said in the comments that tickets for Watame's concert are almost impossible to get overseas. Watame,
checks.
yeah, I mean, like, it is what it is. There's anti-scalping measures. It's a lottery, and it's going to suck because it's really hard to get
I'm
tickets.
assuming this is for the physical one.
For the physical one, you can buy, there's an unlimited, as far as I know, amount of tickets for the digital concert, as well you would expect.
That'd be
I
weird if
guess.
it ran out.
I know, right? Then again,
That would be a very Japanese thing to do, though.
Yeah, it's like, we apologize for the inconvenience.
I mean, there's been Steam games that sold out and they had to they were like, we apologize. We're generating new code.
Yeah, but
now."
exactly. It was a code generation issue.
Which, like, so I've seen things like that before, but this would be extremely unusual if that was the case.
We apologize. We stopped selling online tickets because she can't sing loud enough for you all to hear her.
They sold out too many seats. They have a physical microphone in
Yeah.
every seat. Like,
Foo-ah.
This does not surprise me at all, though. I'm going to be completely honest. When we talked about the whole physical location thing, we did not discuss this with the intention of anyone outside of Japan actually getting tickets.
yeah.
I don't know how
Impressive
you would.
if you're going to. Don't
If you
don't get me
do,
wrong,
then
but
if you do, well, yeah. I imagine if you're not an actual Japanese resident, it's probably almost impossible to get a hold of these. You probably literally can. This is just speculation from me. I didn't look any of this up. I imagine you probably literally cannot have these delivered outside of Japan is probably the biggest problem.
Yeah, I mean, usually tickets are digital now either way, so you can probably have them emailed, but that's about it.
Probably. But you would still have to enter like personal information to get them, and they probably don't support foreigners.
Usually that is how it works. Either way, apparently there's some way for overseas people to get it. Like, it is a possibility. Watame is apparently working to make it easier for people overseas to get tickets if they really want them. So it's a process. This is one of those things where they don't expect people from overseas to go to Japan to see Watame, honestly. And don't get me wrong, I know there's folks out there that are more than willing to. We've seen people at like the HoloLive, HoloFest and things like that.
Yeah.
That were definitely there from overseas. And so that's great. If you've got the means to do it and it's one of your biggest interests, then there's no reason not to, frankly. So if you are one of the folks out there trying to get to the physical concert, we hope all the best for you. So thank you, WD Batora, for clarifying that a little bit. I would like to point out we have 5 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts.
Did they write a funny review?
No, they didn't.
Listen up. Go back, review the podcast again.
Apple doesn't support that. You can't do that on Apple Podcasts, I don't think.
What do you mean?
I don't think you can write reviews on Apple Podcasts.
Find a podcast service that will let you write a funny fucking review.
If you've written a review of our podcast anywhere on the internet and we have not mentioned it on this podcast yet, like, DM me on Twitter.
How close are we?
Let me know.
How close are we to having to make it an email?
We already have one. It's superchatspod@gmail.com.
You heard it here, folks.
Send us an email. Just reach out. It's fine.
Send us your emails. Show us your computer setups. Send tomorrow's lottery numbers, frogs and beetles.
Of course. Thank you, Nene. If you have suggestions for how to improve, please let us know. If you're watching on YouTube, there's comments down below. Feel free to let us know what you're thinking. If you're watching on other podcast services or anything like that, then again, we also have a Twitter. You can just reach out there. You can literally, this is not something I should advertise, but the GMs are open. Don't make me set it to mutuals. Please don't do that. Don't be the reason. Don't be the reason things got worse for everyone. I'm trusting you because I believe in you. And I know you're capable.
You're part of the
doing
cool
well.
club, the first 69.
That's true. We did hit 69
Nice.
subscribers.
And that was just YouTube subscribers. There's like shit going on of audio that we don't count
True.
because it wasn't 69 ever.
Yes, not yet. All right. That's about all we have for podcast information and corrections. If you guys, again, if you have anything that you need to correct on us or of us, with us, about us, I could use a chiropractor maybe. Just let us know in the comments or send us a tweet, add us on Twitter, do something. We're out here looking for ways to improve.
Make a statement.
Yeah. And frankly, if you have interesting topics or things that you want us to talk
Or
about, let
secrets,
us
or
know.
you are Watame.
If you are Watame, you are Fuafua, and I love you.
You should Fuafua reach out to Super Chats and
Because it's
come on the
Fuafua
show.
time. Fuafua time.
When, like, fucking Watame's like, I reached out, I was like, I don't know how this works. Like, I have hired a translator. It's like, okay. And like a man enters the air. It's like, hi. He goes, Simasen. I was like, oh, okay.
Domo.
And then he looks at you like, don't speak the Japanese parts. I translate.
It's really sorry.
I don't want to translate what you're saying that way. Okay, English?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, what's your question for Watame?
Doka
No,
desu
no. But we should focus.
on the industry. It's our industry focus of the week. I love that it's different every time. This week we're talking about something a little unusual in that this is a talent who previously was a member of HoloLive Japan, but has since graduated.
She's dead.
She's coming back in 900 years. It's fine. Just got to wait for her, you know? It's Coco Kiryu, or Kiryu Coco.
Oh my fucking god, it's Coco.
Yes, she's got Coco, known for the significance of her dragon personalities.
Oh, they're dragging all right.
Yeah. She had bazongas.
Honka, donka, badonkers.
Yes,
We all like Coco here.
we all do. We love her a lot.
Oh my god.
She was a dragon of 4th generation. She debuted on December 28th, 2019. She graduated on July 1st, 2021. The graduation VOD currently has 7 million views.
It was kind of an event.
It was a huge deal. She received hundreds of thousands of dollars of donations on the fucking finale.
Thank you. I'll buy a house.
Yeah.
It was enough that at the time that it was actually like causing stream problems because the chat was moving too hard.
It was like 300,000 concurrent viewers or something, 360,000. It was enormous. One of the biggest live streams on YouTube at any time.
I was there.
Yeah, I was there too, actually. I watched it live. She has 1.41 million subs to this day. Her VODs are still up. You can go watch them and enjoy them. She's known for her Asakoko. Mm-hmm. It's various things, I guess, is what Asakoko breaks down to. Sometimes it's illicit substances. Sometimes it's a butt plug.
With
a dragon tail.
The first knife at Nyago's back. As the dream began to die.
She's also extremely well known for her Reddit shitpost reviews. This was my favorite thing for a long time in Hololive. So what this was that Coco would go onto the Hololive subreddit and be like, "Give me memes," and then everyone would be like, "Of course."
Why would I not?
And so they would just absolutely berate her with memes. And then she would invite on another Hololive talent, Korone, for example, Sakura Miko, all of these folks. The last one she did was Takanashi Kiara, I believe.
Yes.
So she brought on all of these talents, and then she'd be like, "Let's look at memes and laugh." And then that's what they would do. And they were all, of course, overseas memes, meaning they were English memes. So she would translate them for the person. They would have a good laugh, and they'd talk about how terrible the joke was, and then they'd move on to the next one. It was always a very fun time. It allowed a lot of really great introductions for the Western audience to the Japanese talent and vice versa. And again, to this day, every time Watame is just like makes anything, she's like, "Gotta post it on Reddit." Like, she's like, "Check it out, new Giri Watame, Warukanai," or whatever. So,
Coco's influence cannot be understated. Hololive EN has Coco's DNA in it. It was practically her idea and her pushing for it. She practically took credit when it did well.
If you haven't inferred this already from the conversation, Coco's bilingual. She speaks English and Japanese.
Coco, and not just was she bilingual, she was also very willing to reach out to the Western audience.
Incredibly so, yeah. She was the biggest initial crossing of the gap between Japanese and English for this.
Yeah, let me put it this way, just kind of like glimpse back at the rabbit hole that I'm now so deeply down as to consume me. Somewhere near the top, there was Kizuna, then there was a fucking dog, and then the first thing in the rabbit hole that could speak back to me properly was Coco.
There you go.
And Coco's like, "Hey, what you doing down here?" It's like, what is there here? It's like, "Oh, it's shit. Look at this meme."
It was Coco, and then looking over Coco's shoulder was Haachama.
Yeah.
Haachama was also there. That's true.
And from there on out, it's all just civilization. It's, my thing.
So Coco really pushed for reaching across the aisle to the English audience. She really, it was incredibly advantageous to her as well, obviously.
And
her numbers were great.
And she spoke English, so it worked really well for her.
Exactly. She was very well beloved by many, many, many people. Many people.
I believe
many little peppers.
I believe at her height, she was actually, I believe she made the most out of anybody on YouTube in super chats at one time.
Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, no, she was very much at the top of that. She also, I mean, just in general, she pushed for Hololive English. She pushed for an English-speaking branch. She's the reason that Hololive English exists, as you said, Cam. Generation 1 Hololive English was its own fantastic explosion of VTuber talent in the Western sphere, but it wouldn't have happened without Coco, because Hololive would still be just focusing entirely on the Japanese audience. It's one of those things where once the company had their eyes opened to the numbers of Western fans willing to be interested in something like this, then they were like, "Oh, there is an audience. This is something that can work. There's evidence for it. I guess we can do it."
Yeah.
And so then they actually started putting the groundwork in, creating the things that they needed to actually have a Western like, let's rent some offices, boys. Let's make this happen. That kind of thing.
Well, I remember it was however many months ago when they put out their financials. We talked about on an episode, and they said that overseas fans account for like 30 or 40% of their like total revenue.
Yeah. Obviously, they were already expanded into Indonesia at that point, but it was one of those things where, like, expanding into the English-speaking world, there's a lot of people that speak English, by the way. It is the international language at this point. I walked around Japan for a week and didn't speak a word of Japanese because I'm entitled enough that I can speak English and get by, you know. It's just one of those things that also I'm deeply ashamed of my very poor knowledge of the Japanese language. So speaking Japanese at all would have made me die of cringe, basically. But that's the privilege of speaking English, is that you can pretty much go anywhere and at least get by, you know. And it's also like the biggest audience by language then too, obviously. So it all adds up, and it works. It's worked out very well for HoloLive, as we've seen. So, and we have all of it. All of it's because of Coco. So thank you, Coco.
I hope she's happy wherever she is.
Wherever she is.
Wherever she is.
We may never hear that
There's
familiar
just
voice.
no way to tell where she is.
Such as in a popular video game.
Not even a hint.
Not
If
even
only
a
there was a
clue.
place where we could find a dragon. Find a dragon. Like a dragon.
Like a dragon. Say.
Say no.
Did we talk about that earlier? No.
No, we didn't.
we didn't
No,
talk about
we
that.
would never talk about someone like that. We're so fucking good at this.
God, we're so great.
Oh my god, the Reddit shitpost of Ame. I gotta go back. It's 2 years ago.
No, it's fine. You don't have to.
Do you understand this meme, Amelia? Answer me, you little shit.
That's Kiara's line. We all know it. You know what we really should have looked at beforehand?
Was it birthdays?
Birthdays.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the birthday segment. I'm going to stall while Nick looks for a birthday. If you have a birthday and you're born, you can let us know. It doesn't even have to be on the show. So here's what you do. Get born. Once you're born, turn 18. So that way it's not weird. Tell us your birthday. Become a VTuber so it's cooler. We'll shout it out. We'll be in our 40s by then because you had to turn 18. Super chats will somehow still be going on. HoloLive will still be around. All the others may be gone or absorbed or moved on and became cooler. We'll talk about your birthday. How's it going, Nick?
It's going good.
Okay. So, hey, I heard Gargura had a birthday at some point. That was really cool.
You know who else has a birthday coming up soon?
Who does?
Narissa Ravencroft.
Oh my god!
On November 21st.
It's been a year already.
Happy birthday. Sure. Happy birthday. You know who else has a birthday coming up?
No, I don't.
Shirogane Noel.
Oh wow!
Oh, the Kalkini lady. She's on
How did you do it?
November 24th.
How did you fucking do it?
Oh my god. Why don't you speculate on that for about 2 more minutes?
If I had to guess, there was a boy and a girl fox. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. From there, it's all speculation. Science hasn't gone that far yet. You see, no one actually knows where VTubers come from. There's theories. We've looked at sperm. We're not sure what's going on.
Did you get to look at them up close?
We looked very closely, and there's it zigs and zags, and it goes around. We exposed it to cowhide and.
Lumi from Phase Connect.
Oh, hey! Happy birthday! Tell us what you know about what's going on.
That is on November 17th. That's Lumi's birthday.
Do we have any others?
Yes, Mozumi Peachy.
Ah, Peachy
Happy birthday.
Peachy!
She's on November 20th. Happy birthday.
I wonder if she's going to do anything weird for that.
I cannot possibly even begin to
5
speculate
liters
nor
of
imagine.
piss.
Oh my god, please. No. Though she has graduated on November 22nd, it is the birthday of Nino Kosaka. Happy birthday.
Like a dragon.
Like a dragon. Keep that shit up. I'm gonna be dragging these nuts
He did it again.
on your forehead.
Oh my god, my forehead is so occupiable by testicles.
And I think on that note, we're going to close out this week. I don't see
Right
any
here.
other names I recognize. If there's anybody who has a birthday coming up that you would like us to celebrate, let us know. As we said,
Thank you.
I'm really tired, deeply traumatized, and going to bed. Good night.
Goodbye.
See ya.